hello. Hello?
No.
You're on push to talk, so you have to push to talk.
I know.
Okay, sorry. I just... Also, hello.
Hello indeed.
Hello, indeed. Let me just get the side stream going so you can see the game as well. Ah, I love Metroid music.
So yeah, I am tired and have many tasks, and so we are not doing Art and Alico today.
Yeah, QWERTY needs some rest, some relaxation, and has some stuff that she needs to do. Hello, Razir. I'm glad you could make it. As QWERTY was just saying, she's a little tired. So, we're not going to be doing Art and Alico 2 today. Instead, we are going to be playing some Metroid Prime 2. And that's quite alright. Everybody wish QWERTY well. If Giza and Robin show up, they will be here momentarily. Probably will take a bit, it's no problem. In the meanwhile, let's look at some of the extras that we unlocked last time. We have some biology to look at. That's a robot suit. That's not biology. That's definitely more biology. Alright, this art. That art. Metroid. There's the Parasite Queen. Everybody's favorite, Parasite Queen. I love the puffer. I love the art of the puffer, because it just looks like a funny orb. This is a coughing... This is my photorealistic coughing drawing. I hope you enjoy. I forgot to send out the links to people. Oops. Forgot to do the needful. There we go, fix that. Oh, there's the stone toad, or stone frog. I don't think I've ever seen this art before. That is sick. That looks cool. That is an enemy that we will encounter at some point. It looks like Spore Spawner. And there's some parasites, and Triclyde, or whatever it's called. And scarabs. Many bugs. Whoa. This is the stuff I'm most interested in, honestly, because the art direction of the actual game is super good. This is all just concept art. Like not even concept art, this is concepting. And a lot of cool stuff. It's all in English, too. That's wild. I like that they call them human attachments, just to differentiate from the Chozo stuff. But you'll get there, Razir. You're a good artist. Okay, that's a... Oh, yeah, there's also a character gallery. Oh, these are... This is a trophy from Super Smash Brothers. What is this? Why do we have trophies?
Yes, hello. I'm here to offer you some disc-shaped Chozo vents for sale.
Hello, Robin. Glad you could make it. We are looking at some of the concept. God, why are there bugs everywhere?
Well, that's because they're like the scarabs, you know. It's a immersive experience.
That is true. That is true. We're just looking at the extras gallery that we unlocked. Did you know that Metroid Prime Remastered has a model viewer, so you can look at all the very good, like, remastered models?
I did not know this.
The power suit.
A powerful suit.
The suit. It is a variable suit. I like how you can
Sure
see
is.
the pulsing on the like gauges on the power arm. That's cool. Power arm. That's not what it's called.
It could be.
Could be. Morph ball. Auto turret. Okay, that's fun. That's amusing as heck.
Mm-hmm.
If you have the turret aimed at the camera,
Oh,
it
that's
starts
cute.
registering as if it's going to shoot you.
That's fun.
That's adorable. Injured space pirates. Oh no! That's kind of grim. Parasites. Oh, they have a little diorama as well. That's cute.
What is that they're crawling around on?
It seems to just be like some environmental stuff. Also,
It's kind of like some sort of missile.
Maybe? Or like a lantern? Some kind of canister. Then we have a beetle. I didn't notice it got like little spots and stuff. The war wasp. Don't know why you specifically get the trophy, but sure. Incinerator drone.
If the next one was the war wasp, like parentheses red or whatever from the drone fight, I would have laughed.
Incinerator drone is like one of the silliest things that they could put in here. Like, why this of all things? Also, powerful T-posing. The Hive Mecha.
I guess they just put all the boss fights in there.
I guess. I like having a nice clear shot of what the Hive Mecha looks like. Also, hello, Varric. Yeah, to explain for people who are coming in a little later, QWERTY's tired. QWERTY's got stuff she needs to do, so she is here to chime in whenever she feels appropriate, but otherwise is busy and resting, so...
Yeah,
We're going
sorry.
to do some more Metroid Prime
Hello.
with you. And it's quite alright. It's quite alright, love.
Hope you feel better, QWERTY.
Yeah, everybody wish QWERTY to get well.
I have been running on fumes for quite a while.
Yeah.
I know what that's like a bit. Not exactly, of course, but at least a bit.
Yeah. That reminds me, I need to open the window, so I'm going to... Forgot to take off my headphones so I don't get hot by my computer. Why are there so many bugs here? I'm going to cry. Anyway, plated beetle. I like...
There's a chance that opening your window will cause more bugs to appear.
The window has like a bug screen on it, so it should be fine.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
You get
And then-
bugs all the way up there?
Yeah, we do, believe it or not. And also, Dad's partner has like a lot of plants and stuff going around, so they've been allowing bugs to live in the house, unfortunately. Also, Shadow Stalker has redeemed the Cursed World trivia, so here's a bit of trivia. I have recently... Yeah, stuff like that, Varric. But yeah, I have recently done some art of 2 characters that are from the future that I have posted on my Twitter and stuff that you can look at on your own time later. Like, those 2 are the future children of some people who have been in the series proper. I'm not going to say who, but now you know that that's what the case is, so you can look at them and try and figure it out. And unfortunately, they're alive. I wouldn't say flies, but they're basically flies. They're just small little bugs. I hate them. I want them all to die. Bugs are my friends. They are cool insects that I like. And I like them somewhere else.
Bugs don't respect personal space very much.
Yeah. Speaking of bugs, Flagra, which is quite a large one. I love its design.
More of a flower monster, I guess.
Yeah.
A plant creature.
This is this is a Flamantis. A Flamantis that has seen some better days.
Wait, how much can you zoom in on Flagra?
That much.
Flagra got one of those like fake faces going on, and like the glowing parts are the actual eyes, so Flagra has a really tiny face actually.
Yeah, I think so. I think that is the idea here.
I don't think I realized that before.
Cool. I actually never noticed the fake eyes before now. So we're kind of in like the opposite here.
That makes Flagra way funnier because of how tiny the face is.
It's such a funny, goofy skull mouth. I love it. Yeah, it's me, Samus. Flagra, your iconic enemy.
Everyone knows me.
Also, there's a soundtrack gallery. I'm not going to go through that. Yeah, Flagra is a great design. It's a kind of a rough boss as first bosses go, like first real bosses. But I like it.
As I mentioned before, I had an especially bad time with the boss fight because my sidestep didn't work for some reason.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
Disabled your sidestep button I have, nya. Wait, no, that's the wrong boss that I gave this voice.
Wasn't originally going to be in Metroid. That's an interesting bit of trivia. What is the deal there?
I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque, yeah.
Okay, so we have the power of boost. So where the heck do we go again?
You have to find a half pipe and do a sick trick.
Ah, that is right.
At least I assume so, because that's like one of the primary boost ball interaction elements that exists.
Been a while since I've... Yeah.
I think you can do a sick trick near the ship, too.
Oh yeah, I think there is. And there is sick tricks available in the temple ruins, that's true.
God, I want to see that as like a UI pop-up. Sick tricks are now available in the temple ruins.
They basically do. Ah, hello, Fornea. The most recent progression item we have received is the boost ball. I am not a speedrunner, so I don't expect me to be doing some wicked, weird stuff. As I'm not great at the Metroids. I am only adequate at the Metroid.
Is the boost ball used for that? I guess that makes sense.
And it might be. I just figured she might be asking about like, oh, is this some kind of randomizer or something? And it's like, no, this is bog standard normal Metroid. Well, remastered.
Oh no, the Discord call put a little icon next to me so everyone knows I'm logging into Elder Scrolls Online to get my daily reward and then immediately logging out.
Oh no, and okay, Fornea, no problem. Nice, I hope you enjoyed Metroid Prime, if it was your first time playing. Because I quite enjoy this game. This would be, I think, my 4th time beating it? It has been a while. Ow. Don't know why I'm going back here. I'm pretty sure I have to go back to the ruins or something.
Shadowstalker beat Metroid Prime Remastered on hard mode with 100% scan and item rate last night.
Cool, good for you. Yeah, no, there's nothing else for me over here. I need to return.
That makes me curious. What's the difference with hard mode in this game?
Yeah, I don't know. We are playing on the normal difficulty, because that's what we started with.
You have to unlock hard mode?
Yeah, I believe so.
I'd guess just like you take more damage, enemies have more HP, that sort of thing.
Yeah, that would make sense. Hard mode is just bigger numbers. That makes sense.
That's fair. That's the easy way to make a hard mode, I guess.
Yeah, sad but true.
It's not ideal, but for some games it works okay.
Yeah.
Probably.
For this one, I think that kinda works.
I remember liking Hero Mode in Link Between Worlds, which I think was just like you have less health, you take more damage, and enemies deal more damage and stuff like that.
Okay.
But like, also it becomes the same as the regular game once you get enough of the upgrades, because you get armor that reduces how much damage you take by a lot. So in the end, it doesn't matter in that one.
Removes energy recharge at most save points. Would be another hard mode idea. Yeah, that could work.
That would be very scary.
That would be very scary. That reminds me of how Final Fantasy VII Remake and its sequel, their hard mode is you just don't regenerate MP ever. You have to use items or nothing.
I mean,
Really?
plenty of Metroid games have had, recharge separate from save.
That is true.
That's true.
Also, missile ammo restock separate from recharge and /or save.
Yeah.
Like, those there is plenty of precedent of those being separate, and I think even some of the Prime games just have them as separate things to some extent.
Probably. I know, like, Metroid Prime 2 is very stingy with the ammo system that it does. Which, I mean, is understandable.
If I remember right, in most cases where there are separate save points and like recharge stations, the save points are also recharge stations still. But that might not be true in all cases.
Maybe. It's been a while since I played a Metroid game. Even Dread, which I quite enjoyed.
Like, I think in Super Metroid there are save points and recharge points,
Oh,
but the save points
that's
also heal you and give you all your ammo. Gotta get the double jump for that one.
Yeah.
Probably.
Probably.
I guess talking about power-ups we don't have yet is technically a spoiler.
Technically. That's mostly fine. Double jump has been mentioned previously. Also, that's the way backwards. I was trying to find another direction to go from here. Because I feel like there's definitely another place to go from here. Trying to avoid backtracking all the way to the ruins, because that feels wrong.
The only half pipes I know of are in the ruins and at the ship, so backtracking might be what we are doing.
Yeah. Well, so it goes.
Chat asks if you want guidance.
No, I'm good, but thank you.
What, you don't want a bonus to whatever your next roll is? I've heard that's one of the best cantrips in the game, Aya.
It is good. You're not wrong. Wait, why did this place not show up on my map? Right, this leads to Talon Overworld. That's why I'm coming this way.
I think chat is offering guidance anyway.
Yeah, I do. I do know how to do that. It may have been a few years since I played this, but I know some of the tricks. Just forgot that I needed to know it.
I don't know what that trick is, but it looks like you fired missiles rapidly enough, so whatever.
So the way it works is that when you shoot a missile, that's the wrong button, you have a bit of a delay before you can shoot it again. Okay. But
unless
if you switch back to the power beam after firing, it switches you back to the power beam, which is immediately able to...
You're animation canceling, or weaving of some kind.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's an animation cancel sort of thing.
There's also a question of, do we have the wave beam yet? Which I don't think we do.
We do not have the wave beam. The wave beam is in Phendrana, and... don't remember where to go in Phendrana. I feel like there's something we can do there now that we have the boost ball. But also there's some stuff in Talon that I want to check anyway. So let's do that.
I would guess that was a hint nudging at, we can get the wave beam now, but...
Probably.
I don't know.
I
think we're trying to avoid backseating a bit, though,
yeah.
Just for reference. No worries for mentioning that, I would say.
Yeah, it's
just for future reference.
Yeah, no problem in asking that. Wasn't sure I was gonna make that jump.
This game has some pretty nice environments in it.
The environments are so pretty. Yes, you're a big beetle, I know.
Another elevator.
That's pretty
You're
accurate.
going to the...
And yeah, this...
You're going to the temple, you said?
Yeah,
right?
This leads to the temple. Because we got some skateboard tricks to do there. Chozo ruins.
I think they should give Samus an actual skateboard.
I agree. Samus is somebody who would definitely do skateboarding.
It would look really awkward for Samus in the Varia suit to be on the skateboard, though.
Clearly she has a specialized suit just for skateboarding.
Probably.
Also, right, yeah, once you're this far into the game,
the first boss is now a regular enemy. Well, not the first boss, but one of the early, quote-unquote boss fights.
Wow, I forgot they can jump backwards like that. Wow, you're rude. There, explode. Your body still has physics. More missiles.
Well, that's something.
Missiles are good. We need a lot of those.
True. Got the bug goo on your visor.
Yeah.
I forgot about that detail.
Goo. Is this where I wanted to go? Yes, because this is also where there is a sick trick.
Imagine if there were like little windshield wipers that deployed to wipe that goo off instead of it just fading away.
See, that would be incredible. That would be super cool.
I think it'd be a little bit silly, but also very funny.
That's why I think it would be cool, because it would be silly at the same time.
There's a wave beam door over there, I think.
Yep, that is purple, and purple is wave.
Spoilers, I guess.
No problem. And if only we had some sort of spider ability. Ah well.
Seems like by going here, we're finding mostly what we need and don't have instead of anything else.
Yeah.
Well, also 2 missiles. But...
There's another missile expansion we can get in this area. Wow, you respawned already! What a jerk. So good at shooting enemies with missiles. I have the perfect accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we could have got this after getting the morph ball.
Look, they don't call them hittles or anything like that.
That is true.
And I'm glad they don't, because something about that seems pretty weird.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you need something... Oh wait, no, you can do that. I was thinking like, oh, is that other box made of like rose dart at board corundum or something?
Okay. That's a good amount of missiles.
Yeah, it seems pretty worth it.
We can't go there because that requires a wave beam. Yeah.
A traditional Metroidvania moment of where have I not gone on the map that I can get?
Yeah. Meditation fountain. Just, I believe that leads to, like, another spider ball track.
That room looks like a barn.
A little bit, yeah.
That's my contribution. I can identify 3-dimensional shapes on occasion.
Hell yeah. That's a powerful skill.
Mm. Apparently there's one room in this map that might be a heat room.
Oh, right, yeah, that's probably what that barn was. Anyway, I think
the lava barn.
I think I've warmed up enough. It's time to get back to Fendrana.
Oh, are we going to Vendrana?
Yeah.
But what about the sick tricks you can do near the ship at the start of the game?
Well, I mean, we have to go by the ship to do that.
Oh, okay. I don't remember where things are in this place.
Absolutely no problem with that. Now, where are the sick tricks here? I don't remember there being a sick tricks area here.
The next Metroid game will have Tech Decks as a collectible that Samus can find.
Oh, right, this.
You can imagine Samus collecting a Tech Deck and trying to do a trick with it, but she puts the gun arm on it instead of the one that has fingers.
Oh no! Samus, no!
And then just sort of stares at it awkwardly for an entire minute.
Sandstone ball. Inside here is more sandstone. More sandstone. And that gets us here, which... There's no way we get this now, right? What?
I don't know.
I completely forgot how early they get this for you.
I was thinking this is what was over here,
Space
but
jump boots.
yeah, this is still pretty early.
I forgot this early.
Yeah, this was the thing that you could, in the original version, you could do a trick to get, like, at the start.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. Speaking of the double jump.
We now have it.
That unlocked a new extra, apparently.
I am so glad you told me to do this, because I would have probably remembered when we left and I saw it, but I completely forgot that this is right here. Well, no, I knew it was here. I forgot that we got it as soon as we got the boost ball. That feels so early.
Yeah, I also forgot it was this early, and I had, like, a feeling that the ramp near the ship led to this, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Now, how do we get back to Magmor? I mean, Vendrana.
But this probably opens up a fair number of things again, because it's a double jump, so...
Yeah, this is what we needed to continue in Vendrana.
Wasn't there a part in, like, the ruins or Magmor or something just like a minute ago where you missed a jump that you could have made with a double jump or something?
I believe that was Magmor.
Yeah, and I was like, too bad we don't have a double jump or whatever. That was probably like 5 or 10 minutes ago and I forgot it already.
No, it's fine. It was also like a way to go backwards, so it wasn't like super relevant. God, this game's so pretty.
It really is. Did getting the double jump change the music, or was the music already different?
No, I think the music was like this. It might have adjusted the music. I don't quite recall.
It seemed slightly more dramatic as you were leaving.
Yeah. The game understands we got the sick boots. Samus knows how to accessorize.
I don't know. People have a lot of opinions about her giant shoulders, so that might not be the case.
Yeah, that's true.
The shoulders have to be that large to hold all of the opinions about the shoulders. It's sort of a paradoxical situation.
Yeah. Also, right. That's why someone brought up the room in Magmor that we can go to. I mean, the room in the Talon that required a heat suit. Because we have the heat suit now. I didn't put that together until just now.
There's a lot of things to keep track of.
Believe it or not, Believe it or not, I am smart sometimes.
I believe it. Whenever there is some sort of glass tube in a Metroid game, I just instinctively assume it's breakable, but it rarely actually is.
In this case, that is almost certainly, like, yes, that is a breakable one.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Probably scan it, if so. If you haven't.
That's right, I did not scan that.
Because if it's not breakable, I'd imagine in this game, of all games, you wouldn't be able to
Oh, right, no, we did scan it. It's Bendesium.
Oh.
So
Okay, that's definitely breakable then.
Bendesium is the power bomb material.
That makes sense. That's how you break a tube that you can walk through.
Yep. This leads all the way back to the ruins, so that's anti-progress.
Unless there's something you can do in the ruins with the double jump.
There might be, but we need to go to Vendrana. Smash. Also, I hope everyone is having a good time.
I'm having an alright time so far.
Heck yeah. We are probably going to face another boss soon.
Can you think of any instances in which a double jump in a video game feels bad?
Yes, but I can't remember them. But I definitely know there are some situations where the double jump feels bad. I don't know if this counts, but the Plague Knight, before you get used to the physics, feels really bad sometimes. But once
Plague Knight has a bit of a learning curve from what I remember.
Yeah. But once you do got that curve understood, it feels kind of fantastic.
It's been a long time since I played that.
Same, honestly. It's been so long. I love those games, but goodness. Okay, hold on. Where do we need to go now that we have the double jump? Not here, because that's where we get the boost balls. So I am going the right way.
I don't think I ever realized that the boost ball might have the designed purpose of getting through those electrode enemy things.
That is completely fair. I think I only know to do that because of the Nintendo Power Guide that this. Which reminds me, I should pick that up at some point if I actually intend to 100% this.
But still, you don't really need to 100% it.
Fair. I kind of want to.
Well, if you want to, then you can.
Yeah.
I just mean to say that you're not, like, obligated to do so. You're not bound by some sort of pact or anything.
That is true. Ah, right. We need the spider ball to get up here.
You could probably bomb jump your way to the top of that part, but I don't know if that would help. I don't know how to bomb
I don't
jump
think
in
this one has infinite bomb jumping.
Oh, it doesn't?
Yeah, I think it might not. Because that looked pretty precise. I just wanted to give it a try.
That's fair.
But where do we go from here? Must be somewhere in here. Ah! I think these things try to lead their shots, and they're just really bad at it.
Huh.
Ow. No, that just leads all the way back out here, which... Ah, right, this is... I remember where we gotta go. Not quite.
You can make that jump, probably. Maybe?
Or
Or
just go
you
over
can just-
here.
Yeah, that's fair.
This is the correct way. Would have been cool
So
if
the-
I made it, because I think you can make it that.
So those pillars are mostly a prank.
Yeah. Cordite. Right, Cordite is super, I think?
I think so.
Bomb it. Wait, no. There we go. Progress is being made. We're in a cool Chozo shrine area. A statue depicting a Chozo balancing the plane of existence on his hands.
As one does.
When you're one of these guys, absolutely. Wow!
Well, I mean, you've got to put the blade of existence somewhere.
That is true. You guys can be kind of scary sometimes. Oh, right! Ice Parasite.
Recording to logbook.
This is I don't think this is missable. Scavenger with a crystalline outer shell. Parasites are hardy creatures able to adapt to any environment within 3 generations. The ice parasite is a prime example. Having adjusted to a frigid climate, this vermin now thrives in it. Okay.
This might only be in this room, apparently, according to Barrick.
Only in this room, but not missable.
This creature thrives in this room. And not the environment as a whole, but just this room, I guess.
I mean, there's a lot of predators around otherwise. Makes sense.
It's just, it seems silly to say that something thrives in the environment when it's localized entirely within this one room.
Yeah, that is a little silly. Would like some help.
And now I said the phrase that makes me think about steamed hams again, by accident.
This area is absolutely beautiful. Look at this.
It's pretty neat.
The statue's hands seem to be frozen in place. There appears to be a shell of ice encasing a water basin. Okay. A statue depicting the bust of a Chozo shaman adorns this door. A symbol is carved into its forehead. The translation reads, "To pass my gaze, seek my twin within this room." Okay. This is a good way of showing how the scan visor is used to solve puzzles. This is a shaman. It is made of brimstone. This is an architect, and the statue is flawless. This is a philosopher, and the statue is flawless. is a warrior, and the statue is flawless.
Seek my twin, who also has issues with structural integrity in this room.
Yeah. What's fun is that they do all actually look different, or like to a degree. This one and this one are the same. This one and this one are the same.
I mean, yeah, that's true, Razier. There's probably more of the species elsewhere.
Yeah.
That's just apparently not the way I think, though, to like think of that first instead of if they're only in this one room in the game and it says that, that's kind of funny.
It is kind of funny. And like that's part of why that's part of the ludonarrative fun of video games, I think. Where stuff like that can happen.
Yeah.
And that's also why sometimes when someone says something in plot and the mechanics show it off, it's a lot more impressive. Because, like, they say the Black Knight in Fire Emblem's, like, goddamn indestructible. And you're like, I'm sure he's fine. And then you look at him and he has 30 in all his stats. And you know, because the math is so open in that game, oh, he's going to kill me if I so much as breathe on him.
I just have to get a crit with Leon from 50 years away. It's fine.
Leon could probably handle the Black Knight. It would be very
My
good.
Echoes playthrough was a bit ridiculous, so...
It really was, and I love it. K-Rights wins.
Indeed.
Oh, right, I wasn't supposed to do that. God dang it. Because there is a thing up here, if I recall.
Well, you might be able to get that with something else later if this doesn't reset.
Okay. No, there isn't. I'm thinking of somewhere else.
Okay.
Ah, it's this one, I think. It's one of these. Oh, no, cannot get it back up there. Never mind. I have to do some tricky bomb jumping, probably. Goodness. No, there's not. I must be thinking of something else.
Must be a different room entirely, I guess.
Probably. Oh, hey, look! An object.
It's out of scanning range. How will you know what it is?
Wave beam.
Oh, there we go.
This is fun.
It's probably not a big deal.
Yeah, it's very silly. Babies have been deployed. Ow!
This isn't really a boss fight, I guess. Not yet.
Whoa!
Imagine if you were in a zoo and you tried to take something from the gift shop and it like sank into the wall and then all of the animals were released.
That would be pretty funny.
That's kind of what this is, but not really. Also, I don't think you find a beam upgrade in the gift shop, but I don't know. That's how video games are sometimes.
Yeah. Anyway, you said about boss fight.
That's what I was expecting.
And here is the adult She-Goth.
Recording to logbook.
Now, in the original, the graphics for this were, like, shrouded in darkness because they could not really model it in a way that looked scary. So I feel like a little bit it is scarier in the original, but I do still like this design quite a bit.
Looks a bit goofy.
A little goofy. Supreme Predator of the Phendrana Drifts. She-Goths are invulnerable to most beam weapons. The crystals on their back absorb energy, which they can fire at prey. She-Goths have poor stamina. They hyperventilate after using their breath attack, making their mouth area vulnerable. The soft underbelly of a She-Goth is also susceptible to concussive blasts. In battle, it uses frigid breath to ensnare its prey. They are also fond of ramming and trampling their helpless prey. Goodness.
I think it said halfless.
Halfless. not...
Similar enough.
If we hit, our shots will be absorbed by his back. I think it has a special move if you charge it up too much, but we're not going to do that. We're going to shoot it with, whoops, we're going to press the wrong button is what we're going to do. Ow. Does so much damage, too.
Alright, it's not like that goofy looking.
Yeah,
Not really.
It's actually kind of freaky if you, like, take time to look at it.
I'd say it at least, like, fits in with everything else.
Yeah. So the way this boss works is that you have to, like, wear it down, otherwise the missiles will not damage it. Yeah. Are low on missiles, but it is dead.
It sort of seemed like all you did was just shoot a billion missiles at it until it fell over.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh.
When it sounded like the way you were describing it was more complicated.
There were a lot of times where those missiles weren't doing anything. And yet there is a backup way to damage it. I believe the morph ball is also slightly concussive, so you can, like, drop bombs, or maybe like do a boost ball into it. Anyway, 10 missile pack. More importantly, it is time for beam number 2.
Heck yeah. Oh, you can morph ball bomb under its feet, apparently.
Okay.
Right, it mentioned the soft underbelly was vulnerable to concussive blasts.
Right.
That's true.
Use X plus that direction.
That would be the right direction. That would be right, Aya.
Yes, I know. And here we have... This is the power beam. It's got like a little gauge. And then the wave beam.
Yeah, the beams are so cool.
The beams are super cool.
Yeah, also the hand sign for the wave beam is just like... all your... just like a waving hand, I guess.
Yeah, she's gonna high five. Now this is a slower gun. It is, I think, the same power as the power beam, but it has homing on its shots, and the charge shot is very fast.
Samus chooses paper, says Varric.
Excellent. Now the other thing this does is, well, once we get to them.
I will always think of rock, paper, scissors differently after In Stars of Time.
Same, honestly.
But the other thing this does...
They even introduced some Bamus here. This is an
I remember
weapon,
that...
so it can explode energy into
Draw them in, too, apparently.
Well, that was all the charge. Every time
okay.
you charge beam, it starts drawing those guys towards you.
Right. I thought I remembered the wave beam destroying these enemies.
Yeah.
Which is probably part of why I never realized that you could, like, boost wall through the ones that are in tunnels.
Entirely fair.
That's silly.
Yeah. Oh. After you release the charge shot, look at the cannon. It sparkles with electricity.
Oh. There's so many details with the beams and stuff. That's neat.
Yeah. And the Wii version removed a lot of these details. Also, hello, Koidzer. We are, in fact, shooting purple.
I'm gonna be right back.
Okay. I'm going to look at the map. Just briefly see where I can go next. Because I could have swore... Alright, yeah. If I can... No, that requires... Yes, that is where we're going to next. Sick! I did it! Ow! Eat that, dude. Yeah, Twitch is a weird website. Another speed trick, if you're someone who likes to care about those, charge beam does not finish charging once it is like that. It is ready to charge as soon as you feel it rumble. So, like that. Those are full charge shots. So, like, that is a thing you can do. Another fun thing you can do, since the charge shot is electricity, some organic creatures really dislike it. So the Sheegoths are, they get a little stunned when you shoot them with that. Wait, hold on. This is the right way that I'm going, right? Yes. You can see how the homing on the wave beam is sometimes a detriment. I'm pretty sure this is the right way, because this is where you get to, this wave door.
I am here again.
Ah, welcome back. You're just in time to witness what the wave do. Use the G-Dogs again. Uh-oh. Once I get out of the corner.
Oh, they can get, like, stunned by it?
Yep. They do not like having a very large electrical projectile slammed into them. Turns out that causes them some problems.
That would cause me some problems too, I think.
Likewise. Additionally, you do not have to hold very long to do a charge shot. As soon as it starts rumbling, you can just let it go.
Is there a rumble feature, or do you mean like the
in the controller, but also once you see like the gun start to open up a little bit.
Okay. I didn't know if you meant like the controller feature or not.
Ah.
It could have just been
Why did I let that happen?
a word choice for the gun is like vibrating a bit.
Ah, no, I did
Maybe.
I did in this case mean rumble as in the controller.
Fair enough. I never used the controller rumble feature.
Entirely fair.
I am a rumble hater. I don't know how common that is, but that's what happens. That's what I am, I guess.
That's pretty common. I found that most people dislike it. How did that missile miss? That one hit. Oh yeah, we can do this now.
Car starting up sound.
Yes. I think that is like a neighbor or maybe my dad. Also, wait, what's the purpose of this shortcut? It doesn't actually get us anything.
Imagine if when Samus got into her chip, it made like just a standard stock car starting up noise like that.
That would be really good. That would be genuinely fantastic. Maybe I'm just silly, but I like that. I like stuff like that. Okay, no.
I think it'd be pretty funny, at least to me.
Yeah. This is a quick way to get up here. I just forget how you get up here normally, so I am reckless. Right, you get up here from...
And Koitzer, it wasn't exactly the Zelda puzzle solved sound, but it's definitely a similar kind of noise.
Yeah, it was close.
It's got the same, like, sound design purpose, I suppose.
Yeah. Okay, I don't remember how you're supposed to get up here normally, which is just wild to think about. Because I know we have. We've been up here before, the normal way.
I have no idea.
Now that we have double jump and wave beam, we can go over here. Encounter more
Hooray.
scarabs. Destroy more bombies. Ah, this room. This unanchored platform floats on the surface of the water.
Recording to logbook.
This is a standard spinner device. The generator belts of the spinner can be activated by rapid rotational force. Use the boost ability of the morph ball when inside a spinner to activate the device.
Oh, I forgot about that.
This sandstone? One-way access hatch. Okay. Over here is another spinner. We can, of course, ignore those if we want. We shouldn't, because we do need to use those. So, let's...
That would mean that you can't ignore them, though.
Yeah. But, like, you can go forward without them, but you shouldn't.
Oh.
Okay. Boost time. Ding, 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 ding. I don't remember what that is for. I know what this one does. This one raises those platforms. Oh no, it just opens the other two of these. Right, yeah, this is how this works. So I'm pretty sure this is timed, or was timed in an earlier version of the game? Or maybe this will activate a time thing. I don't know. It's been forever since I've done this. Huzzah!
I do not remember this room at all, so...
Entirely fair.
I mentioned before that, well, I didn't really play through most of this game, but I have seen my brother play through it more than once.
Okay.
Okay, there is definitely a time segment based on that sound.
Yup. Hooray, we got the energy tank. And we also got can't go up. Well, I was gonna say you can't go back up there. But, never mind then. Haha! I'm good at video games. Ow! Rude birds!
The birds have detected hubris.
It's always nice when a game does something like that with the double jump, where it's not just higher. You have to actually go around something.
Yeah.
Yeah, though I messed up. So I have to redo this. Thankfully, I don't have to redo the spinner. Just go up here.
These bird structures are quite silly.
They are. The Chozo are this excellent combination of mystical and goofy.
Yeah.
And I love them for it. This door has no power. A nearby power conduit must be energized for it to open. A blast of electrical energy will energize the conduit. The conduit radiates some heat that is invisible in the normal spectrum. If only we could see in different spectrums. Sadly, that's not a thing.
If you know where it is from having played the game before, can you hit it without the visor?
No, because you have to be able to see it.
You can't just blindly shoot the area?
Nope, because it is the very precise targeted point you have to hit. I mean, I believe so. Like, I'm pretty sure it's in this. But, yeah. I have no idea. No. I want to go to the save spot. Which is over here.
Those jumps are like just far enough that it always felt like you were going to miss them.
Yeah, this is an infamously tricky area because of that. Schematics for Research Lab Hydra accessed. To access Research Lab Hydra, proceed through the wave door to the south. Schematics for Glacier 1 secure zone accessed. Personnel bound for research area, proceed directly to checkpoint. I hope y'all like reading, by the way, because we are at almost one of the biggest reading areas of the game.
Hooray.
Oh, right. If you hit a turret with electricity, bad things happen to it. Whoa! Ah! Hello, sir! Sir, I need you to back up so I can scan you properly. Ow!
Sure, there will be more opportunities.
Yeah, that's true. Like right now! Damn it! He died, he faded away before the scan could finish. I forgot you would just run at me. But yeah, if you hit a turret with the wave beam, it gets all glitched out because it's electrical. Auto turret malfunction. Empty stasis tank used for biological specimen. The latent radiation readings indicate specimen was highly irradiated. Oh no. Circuit breakers for lab subprocessing. Yeah, it's time to infiltrate a space pirate lab. You can even hear the kind of like space pirate music starting to build. I forgot about you. Yeah! Battle arena!
Recording to logbook.
Space pirate. Sentient aggressor species, well trained in weapon and melee combat. Space pirates wield galvanic accelerator cannons and forearm-mounted scythes in combat. This species seeks to become the dominant force in the galaxy, and their technology may help them realize this goal. Ruthless and amoral, the pirates care little for the cost of their ambition. Only the results matter, and they take these very seriously. This is a little sarcastic, I feel, but we will get into why later. I love that they have ragdoll. Oh, he dodged my missile because he was dead. That explains that. The door has been unlocked. Get out of here. Ow! Excellent. Force field accessible only through space pirate bioimaging. Impossible to breach. Okay. Ah, map room. Which, I mean, of course there would be a map right at the entrance. Project Titan specimen is immobilized in quarantine cave. Relocation is recommended due to increased violent activities. Phazon ore appears to bind through Phazon energy. Thermal imaging is required to detect the highest concentration of radioactivity, which serves to bind the stones together. Imaging research is being conducted in the containment vault area of the facility. Yeah, what could they mean by Titan?
Is this the first mention of Phazon?
There was mentions of it on the frigate, but like this is the first that they've really been like going into it.
Fair enough.
Phazon ore is extremely durable and blast resistant. Although the armor-like qualities of the shell provide ample protection, thermal imaging can be used to detect weak areas in the casing. Improvements must be made to the shell in the event that these weaknesses are found by aggressors. East Quarantine Cave is restricted to blue level security. Authorized personnel permitted entry only after bioscan. I love this stuff so much. And, like, obviously this is hinting at a future enemy, and I love stuff like that. I love that you can do that with a game like this, and just have it be very atmospheric as a result.
It's neat.
Anyway. The pirate base. I believe this was called Base Hydra?
Yeah.
Excellent. Darker than I wish it was.
Must not be as dark on from what I'm seeing then, because it looks pretty visible to me.
Yeah.
Also, if you'd like, I could take over some of the reading if you don't want to read everything yourself.
I would appreciate that, Robin.
I don't know what I should take over, but
I think you can take over pirate logs.
That's kind of what I was thinking, but I wasn't 100% sure. You do realize this means I'm gonna do a dumb space pirate voice, though, right?
I wouldn't have it any other way. Okay, no, you cannot scan wave doors.
This door is purple. There, I scanned it for you.
Excellent. Force field blocks the entrance. Something must deactivate it. I wonder what.
There's a very specific space pirate voice in my brain because of a old Flash animation I've mentioned before, I think, called Metroid Confusion, in which Samus steals cookies from space pirates,
I'm not
among other things.
at all, so I'm excited by what this could be. Where is...
I don't know if I can do the voice accurately enough, but I can try.
I'm sure you can. Well, it seems that they're not on this floor, so they're not going to be attacking me. Operational but empty. Operational but empty. Specimen 002, euthanized after psychotic episode, scheduled for removal. Specimen 102, increased volatility recorded, predator awareness indicated even in cold stasis. That's horrifying.
Concerning.
That is genuinely one of the scariest things you can possibly read about a creature. It's asleep, and not only is it asleep, it's frozen solid. It still knows you're there.
Yeah, that's concerning.
Ice beetle infestation in Ice Vault region has been 95% exterminated. Report any sightings to security immediately. Access to Research Lab Aether, limited to Team Scalera only. Personal bound for Hollow Observatory must use West Elevator. Increased acidity levels recorded in Phazon amniotic bath. Is likely a side effect of Phazon ingestion by test subjects. Phazon fluid bath levels at 70%. Okay.
Recording to logbook.
Oh, there it is.
The logbook.
Space pirate encrypted data.
Right.
Our initial tests exposing Talon 4's indigenous parasites to Phazon appear to be successful. Increases in strength, size, and aggressiveness are common in all test subjects, as well as unforeseen evolutions like additional poison sacs within the abdomen and the appearance of a second ring of mandibles in several subjects. These creatures were chosen because of their resilience, and it appears possible that given enough exposure to Phazon, they may one day be able to survive on any planet we transport them to. Our methods will have to be refined. We currently have a 100% extinction rate after the 4th infusion period, and most survivors of the 3rd infusion stage are so violent and uncontrollable that they have to be euthanized. Even still, we remain hopeful that further experimentation will result in success.
This is a very... Oh, cool. 50% of the logbook has been scanned.
That's the space pirate voice.
Yep, and it's a good voice. That is exactly what it should sound like. And this is also the first real indication that, like, the stuff that happened on the frigate, that's normal operating procedure. That's just part of the testing. Specimen 43, decreased vital signs, cold damping, appears stable. That one's just sleeping.
I'll have you know that I muted the microphone and tested the voice before doing it.
Incredible. Specimen 29.
And
Life signs normal, pulse at 140%, mass increased by 4%.
the test line is, of course,
She took the cookies!
which is a quote from that Flash animation.
Incredible.
And the only other line I remember from that is,
It doesn't rain in space, you idiot.
Phazon infusion within central energy core of Xenome SA is at 70% saturation. Increased dosage appears viable.
There's so many pirate logs here. Who would have thought?
Genome SA is undergoing relocation to Lab Hydra. Subjects transferred ordered after a pronounced increase in aberrant behavior. Security clearance ADR-13. Okay, time to read a bunch of pirate stuff.
Recording to logbook.
Hooray.
We have codified the newfound energy sources as Phazon, a V-index mutagen of which we have very little reliable data. Indications point to a meteor of unknown origin expelling Phazon into the environment. This material appears to possess the power to mutate organic life forms sufficiently to withstand its poison. These mutations appear promising, with abrupt evolutionary leaps appearing in single-generation reproduction. Plans to establish a full science team on Talon 4 are being finalized.
Phrases that are ominous. Science team has been finalized.
Recording to logbook.
Mining operations have begun near the crater where Phazon appears to be most concentrated. Daily Phazon yields have increased 44%, and our mining system becomes more streamlined as personnel and equipment flows increase. Several incidents of Phazon-induced madness have been reported, prompting augmented life support regulations in the deeper chambers. Symptoms include loss of equilibrium, erratic respiration, muscle spasms, and in the most extreme cases, hallucinations. A timeline reassessment for the refinery operation is recommended, as the material proves more unstable than initial analysis indicated.
Also, yeah, Razir, they are oddly hopeful for people who lose so much in their tests and attempts. Well, that's just how you do science. If you have an 100% extinction rate of all test subjects, that just means you have a clear goal.
Shoot for 99.
Yeah, basically. The space pirates are fucked up.
Recording
A little
to
bit.
logbook.
Most terraforming and retrofitting of security checkpoints on Talon 4 is complete, but we continue to research the alarming epidemic of breaches by local creatures. Door records show no unauthorized entries, so we must presume the creatures are either slipping in undetected during daily personnel moves, or else finding their way in through subterranean tunnels. We have found many small breaches of this latter sort and plugged them wherever we can, but it is unlikely that we will ever achieve full extermination within our current timetable.
I like
Too
how,
many bugs.
Yeah, I like how these two are like, we're having really good success mining, we're totally doing good science, and we got too many bugs. We don't know where the bugs are coming from. They're coming from somewhere. We would like them to stop.
I'm imagining that space pirate logs can only be, like, inputted one text box at a time, and the actual pauses are actually there.
Agreed. Stasis tanks operating at 40% capacity. Temperature regulation errors have been rectified as of day 2.
The hunter is here and she's reading all of our diaries. Make her stop.
Samus will never stop reading the pirate diaries. They are her favorite source of drama.
They might have important information.
Very true.
These all the same scan? Because wasn't the space pirate that you fought first like a different color?
They were a little different color, but those are all the same guys.
Okay, like they have different elements.
And probably not there. I don't imagine the space pirates have any care for that.
Especially not science team.
Yeah.
They only care about science.
Phazon batch 1734D shows a mandible mutation across all subjects. Cross infusion with batch 1622G recommended. Mutation strain 7765 shows massive absorption capacity influx. Strain replication is now underway. Transfer specimen 344 to Lab Hydra complete. Further infusion suspended pending security assessment. Prep work on all empty stasis tanks must be completed before specimen batch Y arrives on date. Xenome behavioral patterns show decreased reflex activity at temperatures below freezing. The other fun thing about all this is that if you don't know what the space pirate... How did they fall off? What the space pirates do, all of this stuff is very effective, like, setting dressing of, like, what are they doing here? What do they got planned? What mad science have they accomplished?
If you know a little bit about Metroid, there's a lot you can sort of infer here, I guess.
Yeah. Warning, do not handle sedated xenomes without proper ice containment equipment.
Especially from things like that, and also like the image on all of these things you're scanning.
Yeah. Specimen 70, optimal absorption mutation has led to unexpected degeneration of internal organs. Cordite casing of column appears weak. Oh, that is also the one about 70. It is not often that you get, like, repeats like that.
Yeah.
Viral pathogens found in several xenomes have been traced to Phazon batch 1664Z. Terminate all subjects. Strain 776V has been successfully replicated. We have named it Strain Vertigo, mutation of beta xenomes proceeding. Daily decontamination is now required for all personnel working in Lab Aether. Tissue samples from stasis tanks must be hand-carried to Lab Hydra for analysis. Notify security of all material moves.
Amidst all of this science, there's one computer that says, "Wash your damn hands."
Yes, that is pretty good.
Recording to logbook.
Recording the logbook.
Research Outpost Glacier 1 in the Findrona Drifts region of Talon 4's mountains is operating at 85% capacity. Sub-zero temperatures have made the Metroid sluggish
Dun dun dun.
and easy to control, even those well into Phazon infusion cycles. Cold containment stasis tanks are sufficient for the juveniles, but some of the larger Metroids have been moved to quarantined caves for security or safety purposes. Security doors remain an issue, as malfunctions due to ice occur every day. Large predators in the wastes are... I didn't see all of that. As they continue to kill personnel and breach secure areas. Unfortunately, it has become clear that our containment teams cannot neutralize all of them without a vast increase in munitions and soldiers.
But yes, dun dun dun, it is Metroids.
Yeah, I missed some of that, sorry.
Yeah, it's fine, that was me. Sufficient for the juveniles. Large predators in the waste are also concerned. Okay. How do the pirates feel about tubes? Yeah, I'm surprised I'm surprised they don't have any pneumatic tubes. You're correct. That is strange. I love this. Ceiling door. Just like in the old days. Ah!
Hello.
Hello, Samantha. I'm glad you could make it. You're just in time for Metroid.
Hello to everyone else, too, while we're at it. We're in the Space Pirate Lab, where the pirates are doing science, which is their favorite thing. Took me a second. Did you know that that song was in one of the Rock Band games?
I did not know that.
One time when I was on vacation and a bunch of relatives were there and we were playing Rock Band, and it became apparent that I knew the lyrics to that song by heart at the time, I was made to sing it in front of everyone.
Oh goodness.
And I had to be like, I can't really explain.
That would be incredibly painful to be put on the spot like that.
Yeah. Probably worse these days than it was then, for me.
Probably. Lower node of astronomical holographic projector.
I've only got more anxiety since then. Hooray.
Big hugs. You got this. Holographic projector extensions are currently inactive and need to be manually rotated. Use the spinners to do it.
I don't have anxiety about doing a dumb pirate voice, though. That's good.
Yeah, you're good at entertaining when you want to be entertaining.
Yeah. I mean, wait, no, I'm admitting that I'm good.
Surprise! You're good, and QWERTY's also very good. She's the best.
That's true.
Holographic spatial schematic is in lockdown per security directives to date. What were
I didn't have my soundboard open fast enough to push that after I had to say I was good.
Holographic map coordinate data has been updated successfully.
Recording to logbook.
Logbook.
Phazon mining is underway. Several garrisons have been established, and terraforming of the Chozo ruins is underway. Security systems are operational, and science team continues to make progress in their biotech research. The Vendrana Drifts have proven to be an optimal location for research headquarters, and soon it will be joined by a fully operational combat base in Starport. If Command's predictions are half true, we shall rise to dominance in this sector within a decacycle. Truly, these are glorious times.
This is me sewing. Then here comes Samus. Oh no, here's me reaping. Oh no, I made myself laugh.
Good.
Also, yeah, why did they lock the hologram? I guess because they were done with it. That's not a spinner, that's a bomb. The spinners are down here. Oh, they're not active. Upper node of an astronomical holograph projector is retracted and inactive. Is there a scan for this? Yes, but I already got it. Pushing wrong buttons. A decacycle would probably be like 10...
I assume it's similar to a decade, because I think a cycle is often what a year is called in science fiction stuff.
Yeah, that's
probably.
True. My instinct would be like maybe month.
Maybe.
Also, why is this music so intense? We're just turning on a hologram projector.
Well, the music was nothing a second ago.
That is true.
Presumably the music is going to have more added to it as you continue to power it up.
Yeah.
Which is neat.
I do love how they do that. Also, hey, Space Pirates, why is your room so busted up like this?
Science?
That does make sense.
Very important hologram.
Boop, 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 boop.
Looks a little bit like a space sphere.
A little bit, yeah.
Behold, a galaxy. And also an upgrade.
Get that already? Wild. I forgot that. Also, we get a bunch of cool scans here. Planet or Mine 2. Big. An uninhabitable wasteland savaged by nuclear dust storms and constant seismic upheavals.
Great.
And when you scan them, it puts the little data on the hologram projector.
Oh, that's fun.
Adorable.
Recorded to logbook.
Planet Zebes. You know, or Zebes, the planet of the first Metroid, which we had just left. Planet's crust is primarily earthic ore, making it ideal for subterranean construction. A class 12?
19?
19. That's
Maybe?
what this is. Planet Zebes is inhospitable to most bioforms. The world was considered unremarkable until it became a base for space pirate forces. The Chozo lived there before. Okay.
I double checked and yeah, 19. Oh,
Okay.
Varric also confirms.
Thank you both of you.
Recorded to logbook.
Planet Talon 4, the one that we're on. Ecosystem studies indicate that Talon 4 was a biological paradise prior to the impact of extraterrestrial objects. What remains of the biosphere is slowly fading due to exposure to phazon radiation. At current rate of decay, Talon 4 will be a barren Class 13 wasteland in approximately 32. That's not 13, that's 32. Approximately 25 years.
No, that is...
That
wait,
is 13, I think.
That's
That is 13.
I'm so bad at Roman numerals. You would think I would be better at this, given that one of my favorite series uses them exclusively.
Well,
You
Roman
would...
numerals aren't really that common.
True.
Yeah, just X is 10, and then the 3 I's are 3.
Yeah.
Like, and like, if I before something means like 1 less than, basically.
Yeah. Something I
At
find
least
really
in
funny
some
about
cases.
this is we've got a planet that is a nuclear wasteland. We've got a paradise planet that is dying. We have Zebes, which is perfectly livable as long as you like caves, but is otherwise entirely inhospitable. And in a few years is going to be exploded. We've got planet Twin Tabula, which is best known for twin fever, a disease caused by a viral strain named
What?
Twin Tabula. In the early stages of the disease, victims suffer from double vision. When the twin sight fades, the victim is near death.
What?
So there's a plague on this planet.
This is a wild thing to just, like, drop in here for an incidental planet that they never use again.
Yeah. Then
Also, I
there-
agree with Samantha that that's a Meteos planet named Twin Tabula.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, 100%.
Planet Billiam. Planet Bill. Your good friend Will. Profile. Quarantine. Atmosphere is rife with Miteralis, a sentient gaseous global exterminator virus.
What?
End statement. Fucking end statement. This
Look,
planet.
we have 13 classes of wasteland, but this shit? What the hell is this?
And Talon 4 is a paradise world.
Except for
agree.
all the phazon.
Except
Yeah,
for
that's
the
true.
meteorite that just hit it recently.
I agree with this solar system sucks from Dr. Keiki.
Yes, I agree completely.
Also, as far as the twin whatever it's called,
Twin Tabula.
Mm-hmm.
pull that back up.
Okay.
Like, was that a?
Which one is Twin Tabula? There we go, Twin Tabula.
Was that a 2-planet system as well?
This? Maybe? It looks like it's only one planet.
It looks like a single planet.
Yeah.
What's the other one? Is that a different scan on? Oh no, that's just another one that happened to be going past. That's a similar color.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So,
They named that planet after the fever that you get when you go there, where you see double, I guess.
That would explain it. So this solar
Seems
system
weird.
is
But
absolutely
that they didn't
cursed.
name that. Either someone caught that so early that they hadn't had time to name it yet, or they didn't bother to come up with a name for long enough.
Or they named it like Tabula, and then the disease happened, and they appended twin to it, I guess?
That would make sense.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
And of the planets here, the Chozo decided to inhabit Zebes and Talon 4, which also makes the fact that the Chozo on Talon 4 were having prophecies about Samus really funny, because they were galactic neighbors. This is not some kind of, like, far-flung planet thinking about someone from the very far future. This is your neighbor next door having prophecies about how your daughter is going to save the day. Which is funny.
Samus didn't really grow up on Zebes.
She did. She was picked up. She was picked up by the Chozo when she was
she did?
3.
Okay.
And then they genetically modified her to be like part Chozo a little bit, so that she could survive on Zebes because it is a hellscape. It's a good thing they didn't bring her to
Samantha's explanation of the name is a good possible one.
They named it after a particularly striking pair of mountains that one of the first explorers saw at their landing site. There is, in fact, only one mountain. They were dying of the fever. That is actually incredible. Good job. A+ for that one.
My thought was that, like I said, they named it Tabula and then appended twin later, but they did so in such a way where, like, someone, like, cataloging a note system on the solar system or something like that, just, like, put twin next to it as an indicator that the twin fever was happening there, and then eventually it got, like, just interpreted as part of the name.
That one is also
instead of a note.
good. That is incredible. Anyway, Space Pirates, why is the super missiles here?
Maybe they're researching how to defend against it.
Maybe?
Because they know Samus is gonna show up and blow them up.
That does make sense. So, the super missiles in this game are different from how they are usually in Metroid, where instead of being a alternate type of missile or a upgraded form of your missile, it is instead a charge combo, where if you are using the power beam and you charge it up and then press the missile button, you do a super move, and it's pretty cool.
They do have chargeable missiles in at least a couple other ones, I think, but that's a
Yeah.
bit different still.
Yeah. Now, I think want to go over this way. But yeah,
I'm also kind of imagining when the space pirates got here and they started finding the Chozo prophecy stuff themselves, and they probably like found one that was like, if you are space pirates, Samus will show up and kill you. And they're like, beans.
that would be pretty good. Something that I really like is that in the storm of everything that is this room, we just completely kind of glossed over the global exterminator virus. The sentient gaseous cloud known as the global exterminator virus.
Well, we didn't really gloss over it. We had quite a reaction to it, in fact.
True, but like...
There's less to discuss there than Twin Tabula, I think.
Yeah, agreed. It's just wild that that's just the thing that they put in there.
It never becomes relevant because the sentient global exterminator virus is looking over at this planet, seeing all the Phazon, being like, they got this, whatever.
Yeah. All Holo technicians report to the main observatory. Maintenance required on both Holo modules. Chief Astrogation Officer. That's a hell of a portmanteau. Astrogation. Navigation Officer for space. Feels our current dual holo projector system is obsolete. Please review and advise. That's why the super missiles were here. This place is obsolete. What? They were going to explode it.
Maybe. See, when I saw astrogation, the first word that came to mind for me for some reason was like irrigation. So it's like they're watering space. What? I guess you gotta grow plants in space somehow, maybe, if you depend on them to survive in some way.
Yeah. Also, one
I don't-
thing that
I don't think we know the dietary habits of the space pirate.
We
Actually,
do not. Also, I'm realizing something. The beam switching feels very slow with the way that it is.
oh,
Which is fine, and there is a way to change it. I just kind of wish there was ever so slightly more button.
what is the way to change it?
We have to hold X and then press the direction on the D-pad.
I liked how it was in the trilogy release.
What was it with that? I forget.
In trilogy, you held, I think, I can't remember. There was one button that you held to switch visor, and a different button that you held to switch
Ah, right.
to switch gun.
Yeah.
And then it just pulls up an overlay that divides the screen into thirds or quarters,
Yeah, I'm remembering that
and
now.
you just gesture in the right direction, and it took like half a blink.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like, this is fine. I'll get used to it, but it is, like, slower than what I'm used to. You need a haptic glove where you need to make Samus's hand gestures. No, we do not need a Power Glove enabled Metroid Prime. As
but it's
funny
so
as...
it's so bad, etc.
Okay, so... Now we have, well, not yet. Yeah, well, I'm here.
I think when I was trying to remember the Chozo Ghost music the other day, I remembered this music instead. It serves a similar purpose, because I think space pirates start to harass you everywhere now.
Yeah, basically. Especially because now, our official introduction to the Jet Pirate. Ow,
The
rude.
harass Samus everywhere.
And then when they are defeated, they will try to dive bomb you. Like that.
It's unclear whether they're attempting to dive bomb you or they're just losing control entirely.
You know, that's a good point. Did not realize you were alive.
It might be both of those things,
Might be.
because I assume they steer towards you somewhat. But they're always facing you, so it's kind of difficult to tell if they're actually aiming towards you or they're just going forward.
Yeah. Kablam.
I would assume that they are that they know they are crashing, and so they try to crash on your head because it's better than crashing and not at least killing you,
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
moderately injuring you,
Yeah.
mildly injuring you. I'm not sure how much damage the crash landing does.
A fair bit. Now, there is something we can do here. Or...
Yeah, this is weirdly familiar.
Okay, I don't like charging and missile are on the same like Joy-Con, so it is actually kind of tricky
No.
to do the beam combo.
I wonder if this works better with like the Pro controller.
It might. I don't.
If you change the controls to the trilogy version, does that include? Does that also change things like shot type? And I mean, how you choose gun, or is it just how you aim?
I believe it would. Ah, right. This is.
You can always
not-
try it, I guess.
Yeah, I will give that a try at some point.
Though if you are abruptly switching to like motion aim, that'll be very disorienting, probably.
Yeah.
If you're not used to it.
Yeah, I'll give it some practice later. No, that's not a... You cannot go on that. That is not physical. Oh, it is physical. Might be Samus resistant, though.
If they developed Samus resistant alloy, they'd probably be using it. Well, I guess this isn't Space Pirate building.
Yeah. But yeah, the point is, at some point, that's going to fall down and hit this, and you need a certain object to get through this, but also... Oh wait, no, it's pre-frozen. Never mind. Because in the original game, you could, like, do a very mild sequence break and get through this before it froze to get the thing over there. I have approximate knowledge of many things. Wow, I took a bit of a beating.
Jetpack Space Pirates are a menace, from what I remember, so that makes sense.
Yeah, they very much are. Little explosive crate. I like that we have the pirate, or maybe Chozo word.
That's like the Chozo artifact graphic.
Yeah.
If I saw that on the box, I would assume there was an artifact in it because it looks so similar.
Yeah. Right. This is the place. This is where we have access to shooting that thing to make it fall down. Or one of them anyway. And yeah, you need some kind of weapon with extreme heat.
Ah, the toaster beam.
Okay, let's continue. This is the wrong way. Gotta push my button so I can actually get my elevator. Also, Varric, that is very good about having, like, in-game tabletop RPG Majima Goro, who is just showing up everywhere. A friend
It
of
sounds
mine...
like they were the Majima, and there was an NPC everywhere that they were always ruining the day of.
Right, yeah.
Still pretty funny.
Yeah.
Reminds me somehow of that one guy that we ran into in, like, I think Ravnica, that was just, like, the worst guy, like, completely full of himself, and somehow everyone rolled terribly trying to deal with this idiot.
Yes, the the fencer who fought Luna and lost, and then...
And also Radna.
And also Radna, yeah.
That freaking guy.
That freaking guy.
What was his name again?
I don't remember. I didn't write it down in my notes, but you have it in your notes.
I do.
Anyway, it's time for a famous cutscene.
A meteoroid. My brother used to think it was called Super Meteoroid when he was a kid, apparently.
That's pretty funny.
That's Metroid.
That's Metroid.
Was that the famous cutscene?
Yeah.
Just dramatic reminder, Metroids.
Behold, space jellyfish.
In case you haven't played the game before, just something to point out. This guy is important.
To be fair, I feel like most people who've played Metroid Prime back in the day is not familiar with the regular Metroid series, because this is the 4th game in the series. There's the original on the NES, there's the Game Boy Color one, and then there's Super Metroid. If you never played those, this would be your first time encountering a Metroid.
Had none of the Game Boy Advance ones come out yet by then?
Yeah, was Fusion after this? Because there was Fusion and Prime connectivity bonuses.
Fusion came out at the exact same time as this.
Okay.
Fusion was just after this. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, Talon Metroid, energy-based parasitic predator. The effects of Phazon have turned these Metroids, a species of alpha predator native to SR-388. Yeah.
Oh, right, and Fusion also did some reminder stuff about Metroids.
Yeah.
Right? There was the cutscene at the start that reminds you that Samus just killed all the Metroids.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, there's that one hallway that's just got preserved samples of every stage of Metroid life to quickly help you so that you very quickly understand, okay, yes, this thing is a grown-up Metroid.
Yeah.
For that end boss, that's whatever it is, Omega Metroid.
Yeah. And also the room where the Galactic Federation is cloning their own ice-proof Metroids, because they're very smart, and one of the Saxes is blowing everything up, and eventually you jettison that part into space and it blows up.
Yeah.
A Talon Metroid will latch onto its prey and drain energy, growing larger as it does. The only way to shake an attached Talon Metroid is to enter Morph Ball mode and lay a bomb. Ah! Fuck!
I forgot about that.
I forgot that it opens like that!
Metroid jump scare, like, for real.
Yes! This is your reminder that Metroid is a horror series. God damn.
That's actually pretty effective.
Ah! Get out of here.
Fusion was November 2002, and so was Prime. They were released one day apart in North America.
Right, yeah.
This feels better lit than what I remember from the trilogy.
There might be a reason for that.
Yeah, I think earlier I mentioned that it seemed darker for her, so we might be seeing it brighter than she is.
Potentially.
For some reason.
There might be other reasons you might be thinking this looks darker than you remember. I mean,
Or
brighter
brighter.
than you remember. But we'll get to that when we get to that.
Recording.
Pirate data.
Ah.
Initial transfer of Metroids to Talon 4 research facilities has been completed. 3 were terminated in an incident at the landing site, but the others were pacified and transported safely. Initial Phazon infusion testing is underway. We are eager to observe the effects of Phazon on Metroids, especially their ability to absorb and process the energy given up by Phazon sources. Early research suggests a considerable growth in power and size. Whether the creatures stay stable thereafter remains to be seen.
Now that's a good point, Razir. Where are all the horror that happens despite all smart options being chosen? I can think of a few examples of that I will post in the thread when I post this stream. Metroid brain scan results in studies show accelerated activity in parietal lobe during hunting cycles at temperatures above 10 centigrade.
We're having the Metroids play Brain Age.
Their brain age is like amazing. Containment temperature stable at 3 centigrade. Environmental diagnostics satisfactory. Internal organs of Metroid seem to be limited to ionic absorption cells and massive energy reservoirs. Metroid containment fields appear 100% effective after adjustments. I'm just gonna... Addendum. No. Wrong.
You turned the power off, right?
No, the power is still on.
Oh, that's later?
Yes.
They do, it does say up here.
Yeah, up here.
But it's just,
No one's broken out yet.
Yeah, they haven't written it yet. Temperatures below 10 centigrade will render Metroid docile. The hooked mandible of the Metroid penetrates the skin of its prey and siphons pure life force energy.
Recording to log.
Pirate data.
The reconstruction of Geoform 187, codenamed Ridley, was recently completed. After his defeat on Zebes, Command ordered a number of metagenic improvements for him. Though aggressive, we were able to implement these changes in a cycle. The metamorphosis was painful, but quite successful in the end. Early tests indicate a drastic increase in strength, mobility, and offensive capability. Cybernetic modules and armor plating have been added as well. We believe our creation, now called Metroid, will become the mainstay of our security force, a job which he will certainly relish.
Ah, Ridley. It's just hard to put a good space dragon down. Especially
Two things came to mind from that last couple of logs.
Yeah?
One is the thing that the Metroid games are pretty consistent with about the Metroids stealing life energy in what is otherwise a fairly consistently, at least, gesturing at being sci-fi series.
Yeah. It is a consistent point that Metroids just destroy your soul. It's wild.
Metroids steal the abstract concept of life,
That is a good point.
right? Which goes in with the Chozo being kind of mysticism-ish.
Yeah. It's quite cool. Phase on Infusion Stage 6. Subject Metroid. Numbers. Subject mass at 180% of previous phase on cycle, increasing dosage by 4%. Stasis tank E11-8. Contaminated beyond acceptable safety standards. Remove squad requested. Is that everything in here? Yes, it is. Time to continue. Whoops! Did not mean to fall down here.
That space pirate was just like browsing the internet or something.
What? Now it is not.
Well, probably not, considering the state of emergency. But they did appear to be casually on the computer.
Directive. In the event of a Metroid attack, repel creature with missiles at the maximum concussion. If a Metroid breaks out, shoot all your missiles at it as much as you can.
Fair enough.
All guards must use ice containment gear when transporting Metroids. This includes sedated specimens and those pronounced dead. Do love that specification of, like, that really paints a picture, doesn't it? Look, even if this thing's dead, freeze it just in case. As energy-based creatures, Metroids show immediate mass increase upon energy absorption.
Recruiting to logbook.
Space pirate data!
Confidence is high regarding phase-on applications. I didn't see the rest of the first text box. Enough about... we know. Enough about phase-on now to begin combining it with Space Pirate DNA. The code name for this venture will be Project Helix. Preliminary studies indicate that phase-on infusion could produce radical new pirate genomes. Benevolent mutation levels are high in current test subjects. Phase-on madness is a concern, but refinements in the infusion process should reduce or neutralize the odds of mental degeneration.
So we did experiments on parasites, we did experiments on Metroids, and then immediately jumped to like, okay, let's mutate ourselves. Space
That's
pirates
what they
are
do.
good at science.
And bad at safety.
Yes.
I mean, that's also the explanations given for why space pirates look thoroughly different so often.
Yeah, they're just different.
Right? Like the ones in Super Metroid have these ridiculous giant claws.
Yeah, they're little lobster guys.
Like, yes, they are completely willing to experiment on themselves and modify themselves as necessary for, or as useful for whatever's currently going on.
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
is different aspects of different like sections of pirates.
I believe the enemies that are called key hunters in Super Metroid are also a different kind of space pirate.
Right, yeah. Motion near Hunter Metroid DG appears to trigger psychotic episodes. Personnel are to stay at least 3 meters away from stasis tank.
I wish there was like caution tape in a 3-meter circle around it or something.
Yeah. Hunter Metroid DS is showing signs of
Haha.
increased instability and a heightened immunity to cold dampening fields.
It's like how Metroid Prime Hunters is on the DS.
Yes.
Though that didn't exist yet. So it's not.
Yeah.
Unless it is retroactively.
This is some kind of crap that I did not remember was here.
Also reminds me of that one fic I read that decided that Ridley is also just a kind of space pirate. That is the template they use for a space pirate that is to be a general on the front lines, basically. And the reason there's only ever one of them is because they refuse to accept the possibility of anyone being as smart as them, and so if there's two of them, they are going to sabotage each other.
That makes a lot of sense to me. I could see that being possible.
More ball precision. It is difficult.
This led to the creation of a mecha Ridley, right, a robot Ridley, to hopefully not get them to hopefully be different enough. And it didn't work, and they both sabotaged each other anyway. Because it's space pirates.
Well, now they have to try to make like Wah Ridley or something. No, but then they'd be rivals anyway.
I need to get these missiles. I need more missiles. Explosives are fine.
Both of them gloating about how they saw the other one's betrayal coming as they both explode.
Yeah.
There we go. First try.
Is Kraid also a space pirate?
Yeah. No.
Super Metroid also marks him as a general of the space pirates, which, so I guess?
I suppose. They also marked Van Toon as like one of their guys, but that's just like a random space ghost that they decided was part of their crew. Project Titan is suspended indefinitely. Security breaches resulting in massive casualties have occurred. Access is strictly prohibited until further notice. They got killed. Quarantine specimens exhibit highly aggressive behavior. Its body structure, composed of phazon ore, appears nearly invulnerable. This has rendered our efforts to train and discipline subject useless. East Quarantine Cave has been secured. Specimen remains in the quarantine area. All experiments suspended pending pacification.
I appreciate the statement, sometimes space pirates are Florida men.
This is true. This is
That's
so
accurate.
true. Pirate data.
Studies of Metroid biology continue, though with limited progress. It seems likely that we will be much more successful using the Metroids for our means rather than trying to reproduce their powers. If they could be adequately tamed, we would have no need of a proper understanding of their metabolism. A small force of disciplined Metroids could wipe out entire armies, and once we find a way to shield them from cold containment weapons, they will be invincible. Furthermore, if we could then harvest the energy they'd consumed, we would have a near limitless source of power at our disposal.
Just casually being like, if we could control these things, we would be like God. We would have unlimited power.
Yeah.
Wild.
Recording to logbook.
Metroid dissection continues to provide more questions than answers. Our research teams have isolated the energy conduits that run from the invasive twin mandibles to the energy core in the creature's quadripartite nucleus. I had to process the word. But the manner in which a Metroid actually extracts the life force from its prey remains an utter mystery. The victim does not lose blood or any other vital fluids, and yet the Metroid extracts energy. Identifying this energy is our central problem. It takes no physical form, and yet without it, the victim dies. We will continue to research this matter, as the isolation of this life-giving essence could be the key to our ascendance.
It really does paint a picture of how mystical and special the Chozo are, that they created these monstrosities.
The casual use of the word ascendance in that one.
Yeah, and we even see evidence of the Chozo ascendancy into, like, space ghosts is like, in this game, even. Stasis tank CO-12 is contained beyond acceptable safety standards. Removed immediately. Empty stasis tank. Something inside was radioactive. That can't be good.
It's great for science.
Suppose that is true. There are some repeats down here. This tank holds the remains of Experiment 7526. Conversion of elite pirate unsuccessful. If you look at it, you can tell that there's like bits of crab claw and pirate torso and so on.
Crabs are inevitable, even here.
This is true.
Even in space.
The inevitability of there is nothing else to say. Wait, no, there's this. Metroids infused with Phazon-strained vertigo are thriving. We feel that they could be Class 1 energy harvesters if proper submission measures are employed.
Do you think there are ever space pirates who, like, forget their wave beam at home, like you would forget your key card or card keys, your car keys or whatever?
So I've always thought that the reason why our wave beam and other beams work on these doors is because there is a sophisticated key card system that the space pirates use that happen to use the same like frequency as our beams. So they need a purple key card to get through here, and Samus just says no.
I could see that, I guess.
I am not engaging in key card bullshit. Ice Beetle.
Recorded to logbook.
Ice Beetle, burrowing insect with an ice-reinforced carapace, averse to heat. This member of the beetle family has adapted to life in the sub-zero temperatures in the Phendrana drifts, growing a thick ice shell over its entire body. Ice is extremely resilient, providing the ice beetle with extra protection and augmented digging ability.
I think they should have just had a version of the beetle that did nothing but shuffle back and forth. And never charged at you and did any aggressive action.
I agree. Although speaking
Just
of
dancing.
no aggressive actions, it immediately retreats upon taking damage. Or at least that was good.
Also, I guess one of the pirate logs or whatever mentioned the ice beetle infestation, and here they are.
Yup. This is how they get in. Through burrowing here.
Them reverse engineering all the Chozo doors and leaving the beam weapon stuff in there because they couldn't figure out how to remove it makes a lot of sense too.
That does make a lot of sense, actually. Oh, also, the quick beam, or like, the quick missile really only works with the power. Because your beam has not gotten into fireable states until it has deployed, and the power beam has the quickest deployment.
That's fair.
Testing of thermal imaging software complete. Commence download to tactical visor prototype for field testing. Central tank control circuit connection terminated.
Man, you get a lot of power-ups pretty quick in this game, huh?
Yeah. The game is a lot faster than one would recall.
It's pretty well paced.
There's a bunch of Metroids in this area, right?
I'm sure that's gonna be fine.
Yeah. They're in their cages. It's fine.
We've never seen a cage break before, after all.
This unit supplies power to the containment force field at the bottom of the room.
And possibly the other containment force fields.
I'm sure it's fine. Inform command that thermal vision tests will begin soon. Abnormal heat traces stand out against their surroundings when looking through the thermal imaging spectrum. Thermal imaging software exceeding initial expectations. Combat applications are being evaluated by command. Field testing in Phendrana region approved. Use of prototype visors by security personnel approved.
That might have said advised, I'm not sure.
Maybe. There is the second terminal deactivated. Also, a slight correction on my part, there are other missable enemy scans in this game, and there will be one coming up shortly. Thermal visor interfaces will be sent to quarantine area. These visors will be useful for any personnel involved in transport of the unstable test subject there. I like this because I like how much effort they go into explaining why there are things where they are.
Yeah, it's neat.
Force field network active around object. All 3 force fields must be deactivated. Blah, 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 blah. Deactivated. So we got our cool boots. Now it's time to get our cool glasses. Thermal visor acquired. And then... I'm sure that's fine. I fucking hate this so very much. The dark is scary, and as a kid, I was very disturbed by this.
Oh god, there's so much motion blur in the thermal visor. Oh Jesus.
Yeah, they removed this in the Wii version. It's back in force here.
Can you turn it off? Is that possible?
Possibly.
I would like to request that you urgently investigate this matter.
I am urgently investigating that. No. It is
I guess there's not that many options, huh?
No, that's unfortunate. So I do like how you can see that Samus's suit keeps her nice and cool, and how the business end of her gun is very hot, and when you charge up, it heats up even more. That's cool.
I found a Game FAQs thread on Metroid Prime Remastered saying, will they and should they patch the thermal visor?
So I get why they're doing this.
No, and yes.
True.
They should. They absolutely should. Now, I get why they're doing this. This is a reference to the Predator's heat vision in the movie Predator, which this is very directly a reference to. And
Someone in this thread mentions that it's also how real-world night vision or thermal cameras work.
That is true. But also, it's
yeah,
very bad. This is unpleasant, and I will try to minimize my using of it as much as possible.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't that bad in the original.
Yeah, I feel like it may have, I remember it being like that, but I don't...
I remember it being not like this, but also I probably was not as conscious of motion blur as a thing that I didn't like then.
Okay, I will...
I only played the trilogy version, so...
They removed that in that. And also removed the fact that, like, your gun heats up and stuff.
I think, like, motion blur, like, screen shake, and maybe even screen flashes aren't anything that I specifically definitely have, like, problems with, but I don't like any of them.
I will try very hard
So?
not to make the screen move while I am using this.
Motion blur is probably worse when you're not in control of it. Yeah, that's probably true, too.
Yeah, that's very true.
Like, I don't know for sure if I get nauseous or injured in any way by any of those things, but I just don't like looking at them, I guess.
Completely understandable. I don't either.
And I also kind of think motion blur just looks bad.
Yeah.
Like, Do you want to remove visual clarity whenever the camera's moving?
Huh. It did
Not
activate,
really, no.
even though I couldn't, like, see where it was. So,
But you do have the have thermal visor flag now. So
I
who
do
knows?
have that. It is that flag set.
Many people have their own personal interpretations of what the audio of the thermal visor sounds like.
Meow meow. Meow. Yeah.
Meow meow 3.5. Meow meow 3.5. There were a few other ones like in the game FAQs thread that I just found, like Yum Yum 3-point turn was one of them.
Incredible. Sentry drone. Well-armed and armored security mech. Sentry drones have limited intelligence but do their assigned task well, being machines that are susceptible to electrical attacks. When alerted, drones initiate a security lockdown and then attempt to neutralize the intruder. The electronic warfare suite can scramble visor technology as well.
As you can see.
Ow. Anyway, this is why I don't like this area. It's got...
Yeah, this is also not great to look at.
Yeah, no, it's not. And they shoot, like, very powerful machine guns at you, and kind of messed up.
I will give them partial credit for at least one thing, which applies most to the original version and probably the trilogy when they didn't have the motion blur, but as soon as they introduced the darkness mechanic, they gave you a counter to it.
Yes.
They get like a few points for that, even though the counter is now terrible.
Yes.
Because like darkness mechanics in general are one of my least favorite things in video games personally. Oh, horror time music is now active.
Yep. Also,
Time to get spooky.
I do forget it. Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Recorded to logbook.
Oh! The pirate that was very dark purple at the start of this area that you said, is this a different one?
Yeah, it's this one, isn't it?
That is a shadow pirate, actually. And you can tell because the instant I scanned this, I immediately got it because I was almost done the scan. Yeah. I did not know that they added a shadow pirate to that room to give you a chance to scan it without having to scan it in the dark. That's good.
Or to give you a preview.
Yeah.
Or both.
Pirate forces trained and equipped for stealth operations. A select group of space pirates have access to sophisticated cloaking technology. This gear drains high levels of power, however, forcing them to rely solely on melee weapons in battle. Use enhanced detection gear when fighting these units. So...
use motion blur when fighting this enemy.
They introduce an invisible enemy only for the area where everything is... you have to use the see invisible things. Button. Also,
I'm gonna be right back again.
If you unleash a Metroid, they will deal with
Oh,
pirates
Jesus.
for you.
I'm gonna be right back again.
Yeah, that's okay. You go. Given the situation, this is okay. Absolutely.
Well, the situation isn't wide, but yeah.
I will note, I like the idea of the visor, and I like how they like modify the HUD of the visor so that each one is different. That's cool. I also don't like the trick they pulled where that security turret cannot be seen because it doesn't emit heat. That's just kind of nasty. Also, you'll notice I'm almost dead.
Almost 2 energy tanks.
Yeah, but I mean, that's a lot of damage. Imagine if I wasn't good at the game.
Yeah, I guess.
It is a situation where it's like, this is actually a fairly tricky area. Thankfully, I am out of it. And you never have to use the thermal visor again, asterisk. Is this a blind playthrough? Agan, no, this is not a blind playthrough. And thank you, Razir, for answering that already. More jet pirates. For God's sake, so much more. Again. Okay, you're out of that nightmare zone. But yeah, do feel free to stick around and enjoy. Even if it's not a blind playthrough, I think people will enjoy. Only gets blown up if they run into it. I was not close enough to be hit by that. Come on. Is this the right one? Please say this is the right one. The lights are on, so it is. The lights are off. This is the wrong one. I took the wrong elevator. I always get mixed up in this area. I hope they don't respawn. No, that's pretty much everyone, I think. The darkness area is infamously, like, horrifying to first playthroughs, I feel. That's some wicked stuff. Ah, they're both.
Combining it with Metroid certainly doesn't help there.
Yeah. Also, I see that it is in fact both of them have the lights off, so I did go the right way. I just didn't notice. I am cursed. Just to make sure, I'm going to check the map again. Yes, this leads to the observatory, so this is correct. Is the observatory area still like this?
Hello, I am here again.
Welcome back.
The thermal visor has reminded me of another thing. Another night vision mechanic that is not great.
Oh.
That one being the night vision in Skyrim.
Ah, yeah.
Or Elder Scrolls in general, where everything becomes like blue. Just like a monotone blue for everything on the screen. It's kind of bright, and I think there were effects around the edges too. It was a little bit bad.
I do like how this looks during this.
Yeah, this is neat in the dark. Was Fin Gleam something related to the night vision in Elder Scrolls, Samantha? I don't remember that. Or are you talking about something else? There were at least a few characters in Skyrim where I specifically made my character a Khajiit because they had a night vision power. And I hate darkness
Likewise.
in video games.
And likewise. Got this went on.
That means I got to hear, "You'll make a fine rug, cat," a lot. Bandit's favorite joke. Only joke bandits know. Oh, there's an enchanted helmet in Oblivion called Fingrim. Okay. That's something I miss about older Elder Scrolls things, is there were just sometimes really like hidden, like bespoke items in specific parts of the environment, like, I don't know, a legendary sword hidden in a tree stump or something. It feels like they stopped doing stuff like that in open world games.
Yeah, they did. Unfortunate. That is one of the good things they used to do.
Say again? I missed a bit of that.
Oh, like in some of the older Elder Scrolls, like Morrowind and Oblivion, you could just find like special enchanted items sitting around in the environment in specific places, hidden in the open world. And I miss that sort of thing in open world games because they don't do that much.
Huh, yeah. I mean, sometimes they're still in, like, you know, not full dungeons, but just sort of a little cave somewhere, or whatever.
Yeah.
Another
But like,
thing-
I think in Morrowind there was stuff like a weapon just in a random tree stump
Yeah, that's
somewhere.
another thing I don't like about this segment is that
I remember there's that one place, at least one place in Breath of the Wild that's got a flame blade just
Oh,
sitting around somewhere.
alright. I guess Breath of the Wild does it sometimes.
It doesn't happen very much. Usually the stuff that's sitting around is weapons that are just as junk as the rest of your weapons. Because it was not very good at making weapons feel valuable.
Yeah. I mean, I personally liked the weapons in Breath of the Wild because, like, it encouraged using a lot of different ones and a sort of, like, use your items in an RPG mentality applied to them, I guess.
Yeah, it's just...
But it's difficult to make good rewards in that system.
It encouraged using a lot of different ones, but also most of them felt basically the same, but with bigger or smaller numbers.
True.
And the ones with bigger numbers weren't more interesting than the ones with smaller numbers, but they were uncommon enough that you still wanted to save them.
Yeah. Like, it's not a perfect system.
Just sort of, you know, everything lined up exactly wrong.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, that's all of the pirate stat. The one thing I really hate about this is that there's no save point until the very end. So you get into situations where, like, here's an enemy that shoots you a billion million times, and hope you don't die. It's tight
Yeah, this is-
corridors, so it's difficult to actually fight them. They are.
Bit of a difficulty spike here, then, I guess.
This is very much the difficulty spike. Now the good news is we are at a save point, so I can save and recover all of my health. Everything's fine. The only life point that matters is the last one. And I really only got down to like 70 out of my final health bar, so it's not like I was in any real danger. But in the moment, it definitely felt it.
How much damage did you take from each attack?
A fair bit, I think.
You were probably like 3 or 4 hits away from death.
Yeah. And yeah, that's completely understandable, and that happened to me my first time playing as well.
Oh, it's right above the door.
Yes.
The rock on the side is just a red herring, I guess.
This is cordite, I can explode it with the super missile, have that.
Oh, so you did need to get the super missile also.
Yes.
Okay.
Haha. we are basically at like the last time that this.
I think the ideal way to have done like that sort of section, sort of a mini marathon, would be to have like checkpoints invisibly in some places in it that weren't like full save points.
Yeah.
But like if you died, you'd resume from like the last door you entered or something. Though that might diminish the impact a lot.
To a degree. I would have put a checkpoint at the thermal visor.
Something like that, yeah. For sure.
Anyway, it's time for our next big boss.
This freaking boss.
It is time for Project Titan. The creature that they could not control, because how do you teach a rock to do anything?
Sounds like a job for science team.
Yes.
I think I remember this boss being a pain in the butt.
It is.
Not as much as some other bosses in the series that I think might be in... That's gonna be worse now. Great.
It does have one of the best moments in the series happen, though. This fight.
I think one of the other nightmare bosses I'm thinking of from what I remember watching is in the second game.
There are so
I don't know
many
if I should
nightmares.
mention it or not.
I would save it just in case, but there's so many nightmare bosses in this game. It's a lot.
I can say it starts with a Q, maybe.
Yeah, Quadratus.
Quadraxis, I think?
Quadraxis, right.
Well, we said it now.
Yeah,
but yeah.
I said it last time as well.
Okay.
Thardus, an animated sentient creature of stone charged with phazon radiation. The phazon radiation given off by Thardus negates auto-targeting systems, preventing lock-on. It may be possible to acquire alternate targets with a different visor. The chaotic nature of phazon irradiation leads to instability in structural integrity. Thardus can encase targets in ice, and its colossal size and strength make it a formidable opponent. So we have to use the thermal visor. Our goal is point. Guilty guys. And once again,
No, Jesus.
I'm trying to return to combat visor video game. Let me. Excuse me. Ow. Why didn't you let me return to combat visor?
Probably
Yeah.
there's like a cooldown when it overloads and you have to wait for a second.
Possibly. Anyway, once you blow up the rocks on your body, destroy the phazon core. And that activates the next one. And he also does the brood attack, where he uses rollout on you.
Oh, I don't think we're playing on hard mode, by the way.
We are
for the
playing
record.
on normal, because this is my first time playing Remastered version. Played the GameCube and the Wii trilogy version of our. Ow. It was possible to hit it, but hit the rock without using the thermal visor and unlock it. I am out of this game, so I can have slow now.
You have 3, but I guess Super Missile costs 5?
Super Missile cost 5. Unless you helpfully drop the missile.
Stardust would never be helpful on purpose.
It is sadly true. Those Roxy summons only drop pickups if.
Oh, the ice. Oh, storm? That wasn't mentioned in the scan.
I don't remember you having lightning powers. Oh, right, yeah, he makes it so that you have to use the thermal visor.
God.
He makes it stormy.
He makes the visuals bad in a new way.
Yes!
Great.
Sometimes you do mistakes.
Sometimes they had mistakes. at least.
Yeah.
There are probably a few video games that are like entirely those things, but I don't know what they are.
Yep.
Right off the top of my head.
Oh, right. You cannot use the thermal visor when the face on the back.
Oh, that's why that
I do like how as you destroy it, bits and pieces of it break off. That is a cool design thing to have happen.
Yeah. The boss has a cool design and cool ideas, but some of the execution is
A bit rough.
painful to look at.
A bit rough.
I think the most painful part is actually this part for me.
Yeah.
It's just so bright.
Yeah, the brightness could use less of that. I forgot that they showed you the enemy boss.
So that's nice. Surprised TARDIS isn't obscuring the life bar also.
Okay, you did drop a missile at some point during all this.
One missile.
Okay, I did not actually know that you got broken with the thermal visor on. It actually, like,
Showed the ice. That's neat.
that destroyed these rocks.
I think the motion blur of the thermal visor might have some kind of effect on it.
I would. You are. It's okay. You can absolutely look away during this. I don't want to.
Yeah,
Put you
that's
in
fair.
that situation.
That's fair.
Oh, I forgot. If you like shoot the gun a lot, a smoke right will come from your gun.
Oh yeah.
What is the turret gun?
He's doing the storm again. He's refreshing his buffs.
Ah. And now his core. They're on the final hit.
Or he tried to, but it looks like you interrupted it.
Maybe? Yeah, look away. I am doing roll. Oh, super missile wasn't enough to blow up your core, huh? Like your flying core. Really? Well, guess what, buddy? Here's another one that I don't want to hurt my friends.
I'm not looking at the
Stop it. And there we go.
Hooray.
TARDIS destroyed. It's time for the cool reward for defeating TARDIS.
Is it a Wednesday?
Everybody loves the little rock pinging off of Samus's helmet. Huh, that wasn't enough to fill me up the full, but it did fill me up the full. Interesting. But yeah, our actual reward is Spider.
Isa's here too.
Ah, hello!
Am I?
Isa has arrived.
Hello.
She is here.
Sorry, I didn't.
Absolutely no problem.
Hey Isa, they made the thermal visor really bad in this version. I hate it.
They did? Why?
It's got extreme motion blur now. It's
Why?
actually bad to look at for me, I think.
Zodi, demonstrate. So quality, hi, I hear you here.
Recorded to logbook.
Oh, we can scan the
Hello.
Spider-Ball tracks now.
Feel free to demonstrate. I will look away.
Look away, I am going to demonstrate. I am done demonstrating.
Okay.
Oh wow, why did they do that?
I hate it so much.
I have no idea why.
And there's no option to turn it off. I made Aya check immediately upon seeing it for 1 second.
Yeah,
Wow.
mistakes
Oof.
were made.
I have no idea why you would do that, that's so bad.
Apparently it's realistic to heat vision or night vision, according to some random post I saw on the internet.
This is true. Like, that is what heat vision would look like if it was a thing that existed. That's...
Unless perhaps it was heat vision technology created by a space of super advanced bird people.
That's a good point.
Who had like some of the most powerful technology in the planet.
Yeah, there's no reason for why they did this. It's terrible.
Yeah.
On the plus side, we have the spider ball.
I don't understand why the spider ball is connected to Thardus.
Maybe the way the super advanced bird people's eyes worked, they don't care about motion blur.
Maybe.
Look, I have no idea.
I would presume that the reason why they the spider ball is associated with Thardus is because just kind of like orb.
No. It's because Thardus has like mineral-rich rocks, and it uses and that allows Thardus's natural magnetic forces to keep his body sort of to manipulate his body structure and like float like that.
That would make sense, actually. That was what I was going to say eventually. You just said it
No,
much
it's
better.
not. You just said ball.
I was going to explain! But no,
I think the reason that it does not seem connected to Thardus is just because of how Game 2 is designed, where the bosses are very connected to what they give you instead.
Yeah.
Because the aim, like, kind of, what's it I'm looking for? Incorporate, like, the things that they absorb.
Yeah. I mean more from a game mechanics standpoint than a lore standpoint, I guess.
Fair enough.
And back to Magmore. Because now that we have the spider ball, we can go to many places.
I am morbidly curious what happens if you use the thermal visor in a lava room. I'm assuming Samus dies instantly or something. Probably not.
Let me deal with these space pirates and then we'll
My eyes
experiment
will die instantly.
for science. I will experiment for science. All of you can look away.
I mean, I was the one asking the question. I have to look. That's like the rule of science.
Not really. But okay, thermal visor on in 3, 2, 1. It's not actually that hot in here.
Well, the lava is a very bright yellow, so in a room that's made entirely out of lava, it would be extremely bright yellow everywhere
Is
in
this a
motion
room
blur.
where you would take damage if you didn't have the Varia suit?
You know that's a good point. I would presume so, but there's nothing saying it is.
But
3, nearby
it's
power
also
conduits.
it's it's one of those weird things where if a game just assumes that you have to have a certain item at this point, you may stop just the making rooms that's requiring a warrior suit, because who would ever know?
Okay, you did have to use the thermal visor in this room regardless of the
Yeah.
experiment, I guess.
I did hit it there.
I mean, I guess you could say that the thermal visor is actually just really good at adapting to ambient or something.
Maybe?
I had considered that myself, and yeah, I think that would make a lot of sense.
It would.
'Cause- Okay, here's the thing though. I agree completely, and now I want to say, sure, it'd be nice if they also made it really good at adapting to sudden changes in orientation and didn't blur the heck like it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Puzzle music activated.
When Samus goes home for the holiday, she always has to fiddle around with her bird parents' TV to turn off the motion blur.
Oh my goodness.
Dang it.
The bird people just love it for some reason. It's weird.
I don't know anything about how birds see the world.
I feel like this would I feel like the things that we are saying are actually fairly accurate.
I would not know.
Is there an ornithologist in the audience? Probably not. That would be cool, though.
It would be. I love bird science.
Quick, someone get Chris Joel. I think he's an
Oh
ornithologist. I
no,
could be
this is
wrong.
time. Fuck.
Samus, here's this same time alarm whenever she's trying to adjust the motion blur on the bird TV. For some reason.
Listen, I love you.
Okay.
I love you too. I guess I'm thinking about how, monitors, if you have the settings menu open, if you just don't touch anything for a while, it closes. So the bird people clearly apply this alarm to any situation where something will stop after a certain amount of time. Shrug.
That makes sense. Energy tank get. Oh goodness. According to Google, birds' vision is tetrachromatic. Most have long, medium, and short wavelength cones similar to those of humans, but in addition have a cone type enabling them to detect wavelengths at near ultraviolet range. Neat. They might have heat vision.
No, that's infrared,
Oh,
dear.
wait, hold on. I hate to burst your bubble, Yiza, but the space pirates made the thermal visor.
Oh wait, yeah, they did.
So, that's why it's terrible.
They are bad at everything they do.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, okay. We've been thinking about this too much. We just had to remember that the space pirates are terrible, and they made it.
Yep. Oh, right, there's this guy.
No.
According to logbook.
Puddle Spore. It's the spore spawner from Super Metroid, only made of lava.
Excuse me, that's just Spore Spawn, it's not Spore Spawner.
Right.
Fake fan.
I'm... Here's the secret, audience. I'm not super big on Super Metroid.
That's fair. That's allowed.
Sentient floating
just
lava
being silly.
mollusk. No, it's fine.
That's a great set of 4 words.
Yes.
Sentient floating lava mollusk.
I do love that. Protected
That's the sort of set of 4 words that you would say, and then a beat would come in, and you'd have a techno remix of it.
Sentient
It's the
floating
same.
lava
It's the same beat as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Sentient
That too.
floating
I was
lava
thinking
mollusk,
that.
sentient floating
I was just
lava
trying to-
mollusk, sentient floating lava mollusk, protected by an impenetrable shell. Mollusk powered. That didn't work.
I am of the opinion that the single best part about the original TMNT cartoon was Casey Jones, who appeared in 5 episodes, but was just the most ridiculous, unbelievable character. Because Casey Jones is a parody of like those sort of Dark Age comic book vigilantes who are super serious, like take revenge on the night, and like don't have superhero costumes because they're too edgy and stuff, and so they're just like wearing a t-shirt or whatever. And so you have this guy, Casey Jones, who, because this is like a cartoon parody, in this one he's just a completely unhinged guy who is taking revenge on people who commit any kind of crime at all, as though it has like equal weight. He's just running around like wearing this hockey mask that he never takes off at any point in the entire cartoon, in any of his appearances. Even in one episode where he's going undercover, sort of getting a job, he sort of goes to a job interview, refusing to take up his hockey mask. That's working in a business suit, refusing to take up his hockey mask. And he just always speaks like this, lawbreaker.
I agree. I adore Casey Jones. Casey Jones is a wonderful character because he is, I'm pretty sure, an addition to the series that the cartoon made.
No. He's from the original comic books.
Okay, he's from the original comic book. Good. Because the original comic books were all a parody of things like Daredevil and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I've mentioned this to friends before, and they're always baffled when I do, but like, one of the main villains of Daredevil is the ninja organization called the Hand.
Yeah.
So the main ninja bad guys of the Ninja Turtles is the Foot.
Wait, I'm supposed to be baffled.
Well, normally I say the Foot part first, because no one knows what the fuck Daredevil's enemies are, because no one cares about Daredevil.
Yeah. And also, why is Splinter called Splinter? It's because the Daredevil's teacher was like martial artist. Yeah.
His name was Stick.
So Splinter's like a rat. He's a small stick. He's a splinter.
That's very silly.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a room where you would be hurt by the heat of the room.
Ow.
Oh, it says then. That's nice.
Well, now we know.
I forgot that UI element was a thing.
Oh, look at Zodi trying to shoot a rock without a super missile.
It's gonna be real funny when that falls in like 5 seconds.
Oh, you're not watching the side stream.
Yeah,
Yes.
for some reason Yeezus Discord doesn't work for it.
Right.
I'm just done.
Sometimes Discord just doesn't.
I mean,
I just wanted to say this has been actually a very good break for me for resting and for actually getting some things done.
I'm glad to hear that.
That's good.
'Cause that's,
Usually when I try to do this, I end up just sort of sitting there not doing anything and also not feeling any better afterwards.
well, I for one am glad that you're feeling a little better, because that's the thing that I care about the most.
Yeah, that's important.
That's what. Yeah.
Also, in the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comic, the ooze that mutates the turtles comes from the exact same mutagenic canister that blinds the actual Daredevil man. Like, it falls off the back of the truck, shatters on the ground, blinds him, runs into the sewers, and creates the turtles.
So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was created as a parody.
Yes.
Including as a parody of like all the grim, edgy comics and stuff that were in style at the time and so on. Didn't one of the many reboots of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles make it grim and dark and gritty, unironically?
Yes, that is the last Ronin, which is an alternate ending story of the series where every one of the turtles is dead, and the last one remaining uses all of their weapons, and it's in black and white, so you don't know which one it is and who is the one who survived. And it's a
That
big
is so
reveal.
silly.
It's Michelangelo, by the way.
Of course,
Oh,
that's
and
what
it's
we're saying now.
and this is one of the ones where they had no visual distinction between them other than color coding.
Yes, and it was in black and white, so you couldn't tell anyway. If I
So
recall.
that's just
anyway.
like the original comic was in black and white, and the turtles looked basically the same. So weird.
Yeah. Oh no!
Admittedly, like the
Is that
original
the
comic,
only
I
grim
understand.
reboot?
Yes, as far as I'm aware. Also, oh no, I'm in a situation where forward makes me go backwards, and backwards makes me go forwards now.
I mean, the number of the cartoons have sort of been more serious than the original, like less goofy.
Yeah,
but
like the original Foxbox ones.
But yeah, what was I about to say? Yeah, there's some of the original comic book was really weird. Like, okay, so April O'Neil, everyone knows her. She's the reporter who, with ginger hair, who wears a bright yellow jumpsuit. The original April O'Neil was actually like a scientist, roboticist type, I think, and also a black woman. And before the comic, before they just stopped making the comic, she had a plot point about how she found out that she was actually a drawing that came to life because it was using magic ink or something. And so she sort of broke up for a bit with Casey Jones, sort of like take it all in, and then just like the story stopped or something. So that was never resolved.
And here's the fun thing: every Teenage Mutant Ninja series that goes long enough will eventually bring that aspect of the character in. Likewise, they will also bring in the fact that there are space aliens that are animal-shaped, that are possibly from another dimension, because of the crossovers with Usagi no Jimbo, which is the very cool Rabbit Samurai black and white comic book. These are constants of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle universe. You will always have Triceratops and or Rhino space aliens invade. You will always have an extra-dimensional bunny samurai show up. And if you go long enough, eventually April O'Neil will be revealed to be a cartoon. Who's just alive. These are things that I have personal knowledge of.
Yeah, it's a very, very silly show.
Yeah.
Clearly, in the next reboot, they should reveal that April O'Neil is a VTuber.
That would be a thing.
That would make like a lot of sense, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
News reporter.
And a cartoon.
Honestly, they should have animated the entire show just slightly off, and it's just the same as like your average VTuber. And then it just eventually at the end would make sense. Yeah.
Yeah. That would be really fun.
That would actually be... That is actually smart enough that it would make me not upset if they did that. Now, we have the Spider Ball, so now we have to figure out where all the Spider Ball tracks are and go to them. And
That shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah, there's not many
Just
of
look
them.
it up on the web.
God damn it, Isa.
Somehow that talk is reminding me a bit of the various ideas people have had to do Muppet versions of things.
Muppet versions of things are always fun.
My favorite of this will always be the Muppet version of Metal Gear Solid franchise that a friend of mine and me came up with. And
that sounds fun.
Only thing I remember of it is that is Twiggy is Eva. Because
That makes sense.
That's just flatly true.
Yeah.
And also the one who would be the special human guest star is Revolver Ocelot.
Oh my gosh.
It's always important to establish that about a Muppet universe.
Yes.
I think the one that comes to mind for me is Muppet Good Omens, that has the angels as humans, right? The angels and demons are humans, and all of the humans are puppets, and so the angels and demons on Earth just have sock puppets on their hands.
That's really good, but also if I were the one...
Adam, then, is played by a normal human boy with no sock puppet.
Makes sense.
Something complicated probably happens at the end of Good Omens with the trick that happens in the show.
Yeah. Which is not...
Like, they switch their hand puppets.
Yes.
I mean, that doesn't happen in the books. So.
Yeah, but also, it's such a good moment to add to the story that it rules. I love it.
Especially when you realize that Aziraphale is playing Crowley, so it's just really, really funny to see.
They are so good at playing each other. It is amazing. Anyway, we're in this room now.
Recent playthrough of Final Fantasy IX that I watched recently ended up discussing that game in Muppet form a lot, because a lot of the character design in that game is very Muppet-like.
I remember this room. It was really annoying.
Oh no.
Not for any actual serious reason, just because you're exploding all of these pillars, but they continue to be there after you've exploded them until you explode all the other pillars.
Oh.
You can't visually tell the difference between the ones that you've dealt with and the ones that you still need to deal with.
You can in this because there is a large crack over the entire, it looks a little broken.
Okay, you can tell, but it's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still there. It still looks like it could be doing quite a bit of holding up. Nothing else about the room crumbles at all until they're all gone.
Yeah.
You're introducing structural instability, I guess.
Oculus, wall crawler that generates electrical pulses. The Oculus exposes a single eye when active. The electrical field that covers it is enough to deter most predators. If the Oculus detects anything capable of presenting a real threat, it retracts it into its impermeable shell. Well, that's cool and all, but I have to shoot a missile at it now.
Going back to the Metal Gear Muppet thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so Fuzzy Bear has to be the colonel or something. He has to come in and give Snake, who I guess is Kermit, advice, and then be he's doing the whole colonel spiel, but also adding in awful jokes going wacka wacka.
Yes, I think that's what we were doing.
I think Sam Eagle could also be a good colonel.
No,
he would be Major Zero, maybe? No, wait, that would be very silly because Major Zero is super British.
We had. Oh
no.
I got distracted by this funny conversation. I'm pretty sure we had the Colonel be Sam the Eagle. I don't remember any of this.
Muppet Princess Bride.
Muppet Princess Bride is also
that would be good.
Recording to logbook.
I'm going to be thinking about which Muppet character is which Metal Gear character for the next hour now.
The man with the 6 fingers is the prerequisite human guest star in the Muppet Princess Bride.
Just with the Metal Gear one very quickly, I just love to imagine that Liquid Snake or whatever is Gonzo. Kermit, you got all the dominant genes and I got all the recessive ones.
Gonzo, no, that's not how that works.
I was going to say Gonzo was Otacon, but then I remembered there are science Muppets already.
I don't remember any of the things that we said for this. God, this was memories.
Ikara's Beaker. No, sorry, Beaker and Bunsen. Is it Bunsen?
I think so.
Bunsen and Beaker,
Yeah.
Yeah, they both are optional. Just like how in the Scrooge movie they just make 2 Marleys just to accommodate both Sappho and Waldorf.
Which is genius, by the way. That's really good.
Oh
Beaker
yeah,
can somehow be like Metal Gear Mark II or whatever, the little tiny one in 4 that follows you around. Like Beaker is the equivalent of that somehow.
I am
Maybe.
remembering what Kirby meant by this is annoying. I am running out of missiles. Enemies here drop health, but not missiles, and need to be killed with missiles.
Yeah, this is, I think, meant to be like a missile gate as much as it is just having the right upgrades.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I am out of missiles, and I want missiles, please. The good news is, the enemies will probably drop missiles.
I am guessing that the damage you've caused in this room will stay as it is as well if you come back later.
Hopefully.
I don't think so. Like I said, I think
No?
this is a missile gate where you're expected to have a certain number of missile expansions.
That would be atrocious. Where are the guys?
Well, the reward for this room is isn't it a missile weapon?
Maybe the enemies stopped spawning because you don't have any missiles to kill them with?
I pressed the missile button by mistake, and I feel terrible. Oh, can I not go this direction? Is there too much water?
I mean-
Oh wait, no, they can't go this direction. But there's nothing up there.
Well, you can't, because you can't jump high in the water.
I thought that there would be some kind of energy recharge station here to get my missiles back. That would be cool. But there isn't. I hate underwater in this video game.
Does it, like, activate your discomfort of being underwater?
It's a little misty, so a little bit.
Uh,
But it's more of the fact that movement is slow and I need missiles. 61.
ah.
I have to go get missiles again. Thankfully, this room has scarabs in it, I think, right? No.
You probably killed them already.
Possibly.
I mean, things regenerate if you go more than 2 rooms away.
Yeah. Okay, Plated Beetle, I need you to cooperate. Exploded to death. And you didn't drop anything. Cruel video game. Oh wait, no, you did drop missiles. You dropped 3 missiles, my friend and savior.
I mean,
There's
Not
scarabs in
terrible.
this room. There
I
are
mean, it's that thing isn't really a boss monster. It just subs into one when you're really.
you're trying to get more missiles. You know this, right?
Yeah, I
You're
know.
using your missiles. I guess that is the most efficient way to fight them.
Yeah.
But also, they don't do much damage. You can just sit on them.
I know, but I want to conserve my health.
You can just,
Why?
like,
You're farming
blast them.
ups.
You're right. That would have been smart.
I think people always just sort of dealt with scarabs by, like, mashing power beam at them until they all were gone.
That's the fast one.
Yeah.
Do you like the beam balance in this game? Like, it is pretty obvious each time you get a new beam that, broadly speaking, it's significantly better than the previous one. but it never. They're different enough in their function that one will never completely replace another. And so you get that escalating power without your previous weapons becoming obsolete. I think it's neat.
I think when my brother played this, he just liked to mash the power beam a lot for
Which is
most
completely
situations.
understandable. It is.
I'm trying to remember if he also tended to like default to the default pistol in Jet Force Gemini and stuff like that too. I mean, there's
no.
video evidence of whether or not he did. What you said?
The pistol's fucking useless. No one defaults to it.
Okay, that's true. I forgot how bad it was. I think it was like mostly usable unless you were out of ammo, but like everything else was way better.
Guess what did in fact reset?
Ah, so
Son
it
of-
is indeed a missile gate.
Son of bitch. Okay, just to be clear. 1, 2, 3. Okay, no, I should not be using super missiles.
Oh,
1,
yeah, okay.
2, 3.
Super missiles cost 5, right?
Yes.
I asked it earlier, actually. I should remember this.
Yes, they do. And no, that's fine.
Yeah,
I remembered it partway through the sentence. Sorry, what?
No one's expecting you to remember stuff.
I am. I'm
Oh
expecting
god,
you to
like,
remember
this is
stuff.
optional, too. There's no reason for me to be doing this.
That's what I said.
I forgot.
I kind of figured it was.
I'm gonna get it anyway. For pride.
I mean, we're here, so.
Also, I do like the beam combos.
Me too. Though I think that like Ice Spreader is the only really good one.
Yeah.
I like the idea of them more than using actually.
Is there
Yeah,
a
this-
separate beam combo for power beam that's not the super missile?
No.
No, Super Missile is the beam combo.
Yeah, okay. Just checking.
That means that the Super Missile is in this game considered power beam element.
Uh-huh.
So it's good against Chozo ghosts and like with power beam troopers and stuff.
Forgot there were, like, elements like that. Like, I mean, obviously there's ice and then, well, other stuff.
Please stop reflecting my misses, I swear to God.
But yeah, so the reward for this being the Electro Beam, whose name I forgot.
We will find out momentarily.
This is why this room's a missile gate. You will see just how quickly that thing chews through your ammo. It does like the initial burst is like a 10 missile sort of just to activate it, and then it's like another 5 missile each second.
That's ridiculous.
But yeah, it's meant to be like a really powerful thing that you use your excess missile storage for. The thing is that like
Wave Buster.
you don't really need that power. The Wave Buster, yeah, that's a Wave Buster Boost Storm.
What?
This powerful attack uses missiles while active. Use the wave beam, press and hold the blah 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 blah, do the thing, and it does the thing.
Wow.
We also needed to go here to get, like, the scan for the plated puffers, because I think this is the only room with them. There's also, like, something down there that requires various aquatic movement tools, which we do not have yet.
Wave
Yeah.
Buster sounds like part of
So
a
you-
Mega Man X Maverick name.
You need to commit shows. But no. You could and you did.
Now we continue looking for more places to work my spidery powers. Arachnorb.
One thing I always loved about this game, because it's just the sort of thing I like the beam cannon and how it just like has a bunch of different sort of forms it takes.
Yeah, it's
I
super
like-
cool.
It's always been the thing since like at the very least in Super where it sort of splits open when it's shooting missiles. I think it's just a cute little mechanical detail. It implies a fair bit about like the mechanical function of the thing, but just in this one, having it be like this hyper-adaptive sort of shape-changing weapon, it's just neat. I don't know. I think it's nice that even if you were looking at a completely black and white screen, you'd be able to tell which control so you could beam version on based on like the shape of the cannon. I also like the way that the different energies come sort of surging through the gaps in the cannon. It's just gives each one a very distinct design, and it just feels really cool to unlock a new one.
Yeah. How do we get that? Probably through another door, actually. But yeah, the thing about the Wave Buster is that it pierces shields, which is very good. I think there are situations where having the Wave Buster is, like, pretty choice, actually. This door is how we get to there, huh? That's easier to go to. Let's go there next. This is the right way. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes?
I'm just playing Super Mario 64, and I gotta say, TikTok clock fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do the 100 coin sign. It's just a pain in the butt, because sooner or later, you make the tiniest mistake, and all your progress is gone, because they just dumped you into the hole.
That is very true.
And I'm playing on Switch Online, so I guess I could just save state. I haven't save stated at all in this playthrough so far, so it just feels like, look, I did this as a kid, I can do it now. And
if there was any appropriate part of Mario 64 to abuse time travel in, it would be the time level, though.
I love it. The thing is that TikTok clock would be really cool if it didn't do the thing.
That must have been one of the mushrooms. Yeah, that's one of the mushrooms.
TikTok clock would be good if it wasn't bad.
Just needs to not have, like, the fall to your death instantly if you make one mistake deal.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, and also if you've seen that recent Pan and Coke video, like, this place is made out of invisible walls.
I did actually watch that. That's a very fun video.
That video came up, like, last stream. And I forgot about it.
I think we were talking... It?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, that's not... It's definitely a recent one. It's either that's, like, end of Princess Peach's showtime, because I don't remember the context.
Oh yeah, it might have been that too.
I don't know why we'd be talking about Mario in a Princess Peach stream. That's clearly
Clearly. Did I just never go in this room? Incredible. Why did I do that? What's up here?
Too many rooms. It's pretty easy to accidentally not go somewhere in a game that's about going everywhere.
Here we go. I was having trouble seeing. No scannables. Oh, there just isn't any, like, requirements other than orb here. Oh. Missile expansion. These metal gates block entry to the center room. What is this place? I don't remember what is here.
Is that a Chozo?
Recorded to logbook.
Yeah, this is Chozo lore. The future is a vague thing, ever-changing and always in doubt. Even if we Chozo could gain the ability to foresee the future, it would be a hollow gift, for we could never hope to control what has yet to occur. The fountain is an example of this. The day may come when its waters dries up, and there is nothing we could do to stop such a tragedy. But We do know this. Unlike the uncertain flow of water, the power of our will is strong and enduring. The will of the Chozo will never run dry.
Unless all of the Chozo die, of course.
Yeah,
That'll never happen.
of course not.
Well, it kind of hasn't.
I guess there's still some, yeah.
What do you think Ravenbeak is doing during all this?
Well, he's
Being a jerk.
just chilling.
Yeah.
Like
He's
a
just
jerk.
like sitting at home, like making his fingers like arch and going, "Yes, yes, my plans are all coming together."
Probably, yeah.
I mean, he hasn't even like Metroid 2 hasn't even happened at this point, so like he's in no rush.
Yeah, that's true.
But he is a jerk.
Oh yeah, he sucks. No one likes Ravenbeak.
Except for Ravenbeak.
I forgot about this. Do you know how to do exactly one bomb jump? Air bomb jump.
Yeah, this is what I said in the previous one, like when we were talking about the bounce ball thing, springboard. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that changes the game because in the original, you had to be able to do a double bomb jump
I completely forgot about
in
this
like
room.
one specific place. And here there is the one specific place.
Oh yeah, I love one specific place. Use your
One specific place. Doctors hate it.
Anyway, our revealed reward for this, other than more missiles, is another energy tank. Excellent.
I think doctors are more likely to hate the planet with the sentient, like, hate virus or whatever the heck that was.
The global Genesis virus. No, genocide. The global genocide virus.
That room full of, like, incidental information on nearby planets that is never relevant again is still probably one of the wildest things.
Yeah. Okay, I remember how to get that now. Is that not how I get up there? That's what it was. Yes, you're very excited to play the game. Leave me alone.
I feel like either possibility that you mentioned there for the virus could be possible, Varric. Or it could be both, even.
Cool bugs. Leave me alone.
Many bugs are in this room. Too many.
Trying to figure out how to get to here. Okay, I figured it out.
Ah, the barn.
I think this was a room where our computer was very scared because it was very hot. And that's bad for our skin. Oh!
Oh.
There's also this.
Oh, that's fun.
Yes. Okay.
Did you defeat the Mario 64 level?
Well, I got the 100 coin star. I was holding
did
my
it.
breath for a bit there because, like, let me just, please, don't make me fall and start this all over again.
Well done!
Thank you.
Incredible. Good job, Yuza. I
Yeah.
got more missiles. I have 70 missiles. This is still not enough missiles.
That's like nothing in a Metroid.
Especially to your new toy. Like,
Right, I need the grapple
That's true.
hook. I need the grapple
Uh,
hook.
Welcome to the grapple barn.
Well,
Now that I've said it, I kind of don't like the phrase grapple barn. I don't know why.
yeah, that feels wrong. That feels bad.
Let's not say that again.
Yeah. Yeah, let's... I think I know where we need to go next, and I don't like it.
Oh no. Did you ever go back to the Flogger boss room?
Yes, because that's where we're... Well, I have not gone there yet, no.
I guess we don't need to yet,
We
but
do eventually, and until we have a way to see bones, we can't. Like, there's no reason
What?
to.
oh, right. Okay.
So...
I forgot you needed something to see that.
Yeah. So instead, it is unfortunately, unless I'm forgetting something, and I might be, it's time to go pay a visit to the frigate again.
Oh,
Time for water level in first-person platforming game.
is it also dark?
You don't have to use the thermal visor, so no.
Good.
But it is covered in, like, silt and dead stuff, so it's misty. Let's see if I can
That
remember
explains-
how to get there. Sorry, explains what, you said?
Oh, nothing, don't worry.
Ah, it's fine.
What, you're not gonna stop by Samus's cool ship
Nah.
to save your
I-
video game?
I should. I really should, actually. Especially because of the area we're going to. This is a smart
You gotta
idea.
save your game every time you pass the save point.
This is true, actually.
You gotta save twice or 3 times to make absolutely sure that you saved your game.
Okay, so I'm not going to save twice, but I did see myself save the game twice by looking at the TV screen and the OBS.
That counts, I think. I just have that habit myself.
Yeah.
Completely understandable. I have had situations where I am sure that I have saved my game, and then I loaded it, and boy, does that look like a saved game file, huh? Time to replay like 5 hours of a video game by mistake.
I think yesterday when I was playing Mario 64 a bit, I did do an extra star just because like I wanted to stop, but I didn't remember if I wasn't certain I'd actually saved after I got my last star, even though like if you just mash the button you save.
Yeah.
But if I hadn't, I'd have to do another. I'd have to do another. I don't remember if the thing I did was not important, but considering it was probably the end of the stage, maybe.
We need ice to get through these doors that are cold.
Actually, come to think of it, the last thing I would have done would have been the secret star that
Oh.
you have to wing cap over a bunch of clouds. That one sucks.
Yeah, that
If
one
you-
does suck.
Like, it wouldn't be bad if not for the fact that if you fall out of bounds, it kicks you out to the very beginning of the hub area, and it takes like a full minute to get back to the base. Just try
Yeah.
the thing again. Really bad game design. just mean game design.
Okay, you can't make that jump if there's nothing up there. Okay, so I was wrong. We don't go here. I don't remember where we go next. I
You
guess
can always turn on the hint system.
we could do that, or I could go to Vendrana Drifts.
Or you could just go to everywhere on the map that you haven't accessed
or
and see if you can
Magmar.
get in there.
Magmar, yeah.
Ah, Magmar, of course.
Magmortar. Magmortar Cab.
Magni Caverns.
Yeah, that's where they nest. The caverns for the Magby.
Of course.
Of course, of course. How do I get there from here? Right, that one. Okay, I think where we need to go is the pirate outpost that they had here. I think there will be new stuff there, and I think we will have access to our next area there. I think. I'm saying the word think a lot, and you know how that can be sometimes. No, I've been everywhere here. So to Fendrana then.
Do you need both sides of the Render's
What?
The boss battle with the big roly-pool stone guy, did you leave both sides of this ring?
One of them was inaccessible until they get to grapple.
Oh.
Speaking of which, I think we will be getting that soon. Yep, this place has changed. You'll notice that there is no more missile turrets here. That's because they have jet and stuff.
Oh, but they don't overwrite the Magmar Caverns music.
The music's too good, even for the space pirate battle.
I guess so.
This is a fun fact that you may not know about Metroid. All of the music is actually, what's the word?
Diegetic?
Yeah, it's all playing inside Samus's power suit. It automatically creates a playlist of tracks based on the environment.
It does make sense.
I'd believe it.
Okay, we can access the top.
Sure, why not?
Okay, yeah, no, there is a door here that I think I can access now that I'm up here. And we have the spinner device. Yes, there is. This is progress. This is forward momentum. Also, space pirate data. No, wait, no. Collapsible suspension bridge is functional but lacks power. spin.
That's silly.
There we go. And that's how we get up there.
Hmm?
Just tick tock tock being tick tock clock.
Ah.
Well, this is progress oriented.
Oh.
Shows no artifact.
So you don't need the visor to see them? That other visor?
Well, no, to see these, we don't need the other visor. To see the guys guarding it, we do. Right. This is what I remembered. This statue is made of bendesium.
So, wait.
The artifact of strength, the second of 12. And the bendesium is for power bombs, and you'll never guess what is behind this one.
Power bombs?
Yes. I remember that so distinctly.
This is fun, actually, because can you look at that statue again for a second?
Yes.
Real quick? In Super Metroid, there is a statue very much like... There are statues very much like this in Lower Norfair, where this music plays, and at least one of them is destructible via power bomb to access a secret.
Cool.
So this might be a... This is either a coincidence or an intentional Super Metroid reference.
Probably intentional.
Given the music, it seems likely intentional.
Yeah. Now, unfortunately, while that is important to the meta-narrative goal of defeating the video game, that's not what we needed. So, to Phendrana we go.
That dang Super Mario level, huh?
Oh wait, no, there's a door in the Triclops pit that we can't access, actually, because we require the grapple beam for that. Ah, goodness, there is some static.
Giza, your mic's playing Morse code.
Yep.
It's just the thermal visor, don't worry about it. Well, do worry about it, because the thermal visor sucks, and I hate it, but still.
This room still has that place we cannot go because we need the grapple.
I can't believe they made the thermal visor bad.
Yeah.
The one thing that makes the entire game purple, and they made it bad.
Is it this area?
I remember the thermal visor used to be cool, and now it causes motion sickness.
I'm gonna check out this last idea, and if it's not here, we might call it, because it is 4 o'clock my time.
Yeah, it is getting later.
This is the fun of Metroid. We're gonna be wandering around, we're gonna not know what the answer is, and we're gonna have to do something about it. Right, yes, there is actually a grapple beam here. Oh! I forgot that the adult Shogoth is here now.
Huh.
Oops!
Well, of course, there's not only one of them.
Well,
It's the
true.
species. Some of them are grown up.
Yeah. Just gonna let it be. Well, that's a missile expansion. That's nice. But that's not
Hooray.
what I was looking for.
Well done!
Okay.
Okay. Do you want what I vaguely remember about this game.
Right. No, that's ice. Never mind. I will allow one hint.
Okay, I vaguely feel like the progress is in the Taran overworld, the sort of, the canyony place.
So the Chozo Ruins.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. I knew it was there.
Look at all that. Big wavy wave beam.
Yeah. Oh, right. There's also baby Shigas in these areas now.
It's neat how the environment changes over time. Like, mostly the enemy placements, but it's still neat.
Yeah, I like that a lot, actually.
You'd think that there'd be fewer, not more, after Samus's been through an area.
Well, we
Maybe.
took out the ones that are in charge, so we're kind of like clearing the playing field for the weaker ones.
Maybe?
No,
Yeah.
that doesn't make sense. Sorry, Zodi.
We're gonna go to the Chozo Ruins. And then probably call it. Yes, your jetpacks are very fancy. Please leave me alone.